shit. It's already 1:30. All right, well, hopefully the stream's working now and we're ready for another match sim game. The first match sim game of the year, actually. But I'm not sure if we're live. I need to check somewhere. Where do I check? Check studio. Let me check YouTube. Yeah, we are live. All right, well, this will be an interesting one because it's a Monday Arvo game, and I don't really like how the match sim games are at the weirdest times. It doesn't, like, the AFL, well, they don't schedule these games, the clubs do, so they're not going to care what times they are, really. But it is a bit interesting to have one of these games. Like, they are typically at some weird times, but it'd make more sense probably if they had them maybe at night, but the clubs organise them, so whatever time suits them most. I think there's a WA derby at 9 in the morning local time. Like, that's ridiculously early. Like, that's like under 10 sort of stuff. Sarah Rassick, brother. So that's the thing. I feel like there'd be people that wouldn't be able to tune in because of other commitments like work or school, but maybe people are watching this at school or even work or have the day off, or they took the day off for the game. You'd hope they wouldn't have taken the day off for a match sim game. That's a terrible excuse. No, Warp. I don't think Warple's not playing. You said James Warple against his former side. Where's the article that I had up there? I'll show you. Unless I've lost it already. No, well, I'll find it again. I don't think Warple. Well, maybe he is playing. But it says we'll get a. Oh no, yeah, he is playing. You're right. I read the article wrong. But I'll show you. There are quite a number of outs for those that are wanting to know the teams for the game if they're going to be tuning in. I assume they would be if they're on the stream, and it is on KO and Fox. But it doesn't start yet. It starts at 1:40. Does this mean that it doesn't start till 2? There's no like oh, I hear the Telstra ad. I'm gonna just mute that. I've got to figure out why that plays. I still haven't figured out why that plays, but most of these Cats players, or a lot of them, I'm not very familiar with them. So you've got no Dangerfield, no Smith, Holmes, Stewart, Humphreys. Cameron's with that injury. I think it's the quad injury. Manor is out. College Asney, Stengel, Martin, Guthrie, Blixhav. So basically half the grand final team's not playing. So I'd probably say Hawthorn on paper are the better side. And I realised this mistake too late into the preparation of the stream. It is a Hawthorn home game in Dingley, their new training base, which is a 15-minute drive from where I live. But I'd rather watch this game from the comfort of my own home, to be honest. Because it's also like 33 degrees. It's fucking hot. I don't know how people are coping with the weather at the moment in Melbourne. Watching in class, well, if you're watching in class, you're not going to be an arsehole in the chat. I can assure you of that. I'll make sure of it. Does Geelong wear their preseason shirts like they did in 2018? Not in the 33-degree weather. They haven't worn that since then. Yeah, and that was an ugly design anyways. Don't really know where they were looking with inspiration for that one. If you're going to do like shirts kind of like soccer style, make them look appealing. They weren't really that. Let's just get the live chat. Well, the chat is up now, so you can see the chat. What is the best placement of the ladder that Essendon can possibly get? I mean, I think if they count their lucky starts, because of the wild card stuff, it gives them a little bit of an extra chance at making the finals. If they count their lucky stars and get a really fortunate injury run, they could finish top 10. But yeah, I'm not going to be, and I don't think many are going to be banking on that to be the case at all. But I don't think they're going to finish bottom 4. If you watch the early ladder predictions I did, yeah, I think they'll be the middle end of the bottom 10 or the bottom 8, whatever it's considered now. You're doing Supercoach this year. Yeah, well, I'll do fantasy again, and Supercoach I wanted to do, but I left it a little late, and it got to like round 1 or 2, and I'm like, I'm already behind, and I want to focus on fantasy, so it's going to be difficult to juggle two. People can do it, and people can do it well, but it's going to be difficult to juggle two because I mean, I find it difficult to juggle one on its own. Like I've given up a number of times back in the day with fantasy. Even last year after like round 21, I didn't really bother changing my team after one bad week. So I technically haven't had a full year where I've not stopped. A couple people. So Don's bottom four. We'll have a look. When do Essendon play their game? This is the fixture for the unofficial practice matches. So this is obviously the first game on Monday, February 16th. 1:45 p.m. start, but it's still not on KO, so I don't think there'll be any pre-game coverage. You just know the broadcast quality, the camera angles, all of that is going to be of a very low quality, as we expect with these match sim games. But whatever. All of these games are free entry for those one. Actually, I don't even know if this game is because it's not advertised as free entry. Perhaps this is one of those games behind closed doors. Be shit for the fans though. Brisbane Carlton is on Wednesday evening. I think I'll be streaming this game as well. And then on Thursday, Western Bulldogs take on Sydney. Not sure about that one at 2 p.m. But this one I will do. Gold Coast and Kilda, of course. I'll be watching that one with a keen eye. We have a regular timed game. So this is I think more similar to what we saw. Oh, there won't be time on. All right, so after goal. So there's just no time on, 30 minutes on the dot. Makes it a little bit easier to follow. Friday are a few games as well. S&B Richmond at the Hangar. You've got to register to get there, so there must not be any available spots. Must be going to be they expect it to be a full out sellout crowd or whatever. Not really a sellout, but a full crowd, capacity crowd. Collingwood v GWS in Bundoora. Where is that? Why are they playing in Bundoora? Very random, isn't it? Latrobe University Sports Park. Never seen footy played there. Why are they not playing at their training base? Well, they couldn't be playing in this basketball oval. They must be playing on one of these ovals. It's kind of random. Sorry, I just missed any chats. Will you be streaming any other practice matches? Well, that's what we're discussing at the moment. I will be. Melbourne take on North at Casey. I'm not sure if I'll do Friday games. I might go to one of these actually with Blake and someone else. I can get some stuff filmed there. Not any videos like vlogs, but other stuff. And then on Saturday, that's that early derby. They haven't got any weekend games really, to be honest. Very, very difficult times for those that want to follow live, but you can always watch replays. I think they'll be posting the match highlights up anyways. But yeah, the games are on KO and Fox, but still waiting for the opportunity to actually click go live. It still says starting soon. So I could have easily started this stream a little bit later, but that's all right. And then we'll go through the quick, just regular fixture for the community series. So the first game is Carlton Geelong on Wednesday at 7:10, so a little bit more accommodating to the fans. Thursday night, a bit of a double header, Q Clash and Sydney Derby. I don't know if I'll be doing Thursday. I think I've got something on that night, but I'm not sure. Friday, February 27th, Melbourne v Richmond at Mars. Yeah, they're playing a couple games at Mars to make up for the lack of games here in 2026. And then at Whitten Oval, Western Bulldogs take on Hawthorn, another repeat fixture. They're all these repeat fixtures. We've seen this in a lot of practice games. We've seen this in a lot of practice games as well. That's in Mars. And then there's another game at Mars. So kind of annoying. I was going to say how they're at the same time, but this is WA time, so we'll be at 6. Let's go and see if I can actually chuck the broadcast on if we still have to wait. Just got home from work, ready to edit. Chuck this on in the background, mate. That's the thing though, like if you get home from whatever it might be, a long shift at something, you've been out and you just want to relax or rest, getting straight to editing, if you just get straight onto it, then you are a good chance of actually doing what you were set out to do. But if you decide I'll take a 20-minute break, lay down and put some TV on or put some sport on or whatever, even for me, like the other day when the cricket was on, I said to myself, because I'm in the middle of just researching this script, right? I'm like, all right, this is going to take a while. Let's try and get half of this done. And I said to myself, I'm not going to stop till I get half of this done. But then I got influenced by my dad. Come and watch the game. Josh Inglis is on a roll here. I'm like, all right, fine. He said it like 3 times. As soon as I come to the couch to watch the first delivery is a Cameron Green wicket. We skittle for 4 or 5, and then it was like a really boring 6 or 7 overs where not a lot of action occurred. Renshaw was batting slowly. This was the Island game, and it went from watching, okay, I'll watch the first 10 overs, or I'll watch till the 10 over mark, to I've watched the whole game. And then after that, it's like, well, now it's 10:30, and I really can't be fucked getting back to doing what I was doing before. The absolute last thing I want to do was editing, but need to get it done ASAP. That differentiates the middle tier creators from the top tier creators. Those sort of moments where you really can't be fucked doing the editing, but you do it anyways. And as of late, I've been more towards the middle side of middle end of the content creator sphere. More times I've decided not to edit when I should be doing it, but it is like it's January, so it's not, the reward's not really that worth it. Anyway, surely I can put the fucking game on. Seriously, unless it starts at 2, which is false advertising. But I think it's going to be like 1:45 and then it starts on the dot. We do have some chats, which are nice. I'd like to know how many viewers we have, but it's not letting me show that on the screen. It's giving me the information from the last stream. Are you still doing those members vlogs? Yeah, I'm starting up again this week. The last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you want to say, absolute garbage. Nothing happened. Just absolute, the shittest 3 or 4 weeks of content that, even for members quality, I'm like, going through all the footage, I'm like, what the fuck am I even saying? I really was like, nah, I'm not, why are people paying for this stuff? So I'm just going to restart it. I might do a little bit of a recap of the last few weeks if you really care, if anyone cares. I know people do. But starting again this week, because there's actually going to be footy stuff and more stuff going on. So confident that it's going to be a lot better from this point onwards. Already today, doing a bit, but I can't get, so this is the website I use to try and get the live counters for the likes and the views, but it's not letting me actually paste the link. This is the error I'm getting. No result. Maybe if I just do this. No results, my ass. I could probably check on here though. We got 49. Not bad actually for a Monday Arvo game. To be fair though, the match sims people do like to tune in because they don't have any other way of getting the information from what's going on, because they don't have access to KO or Fox, and a lot of people probably aren't even aware that this game is on. So that's good. The chat with Cardis have gone away, haven't they? I want to bring it back. I've said it for a bit, but I just don't really know how I'm going to actually return it. I kind of want it to be like a sort of a bigger return. It is, I know it's mid-Feb, but doesn't mean I can't bring them back now and carry them on throughout the footy season for a little bit. Just got to be finding consistent times with it. Don't want to bring it back and then not post the week after, you know what I mean? Like I've done before in previous seasons. It's 1:45. So let's see. From live. All right. I haven't asked about this, but I think it's better, just so there's no dead air, to just have the audio just a little bit faint in the background of the broadcast. So at the very least, if you can't watch the game, you can at least hear what will be the sub-tier quality broadcast commentary. It's still going to be, better than nothing. So we'll put that there behind the screen. But I'm not actually watching this on my laptop. I watch it on my PlayStation to get an extra screen, essentially. And I've just realized that I'm not on the right. I could have been in a bit of trouble there if I Hold up. The only way this is actually going to work is if...
Fridays 7:30 on Real Crime or watch on demand.
This season,
I'm gonna turn it down.
they're taking everything to
How
the
much do I want
next
it down? That's not too loud, is it?
New season, Selling Houses Australia.
Wednesday, March 4 on
Style or what? Demand.
Can you guys still... Yeah, cool. All right, you guys can still hear. Oh, look at the quality. It's almost laughable. Oh, I don't want to...
Looking teams, those that took the field for the prelim, though, the Cats
All right,
missing
there we
about
go.
half of their
I'll
premiership
turn it
side,
down a bit.
and Hawthorn missing a host of their stars as well. But it does give us a chance to have a look.
Since I don't go to school, I can watch your stream. Nice.
On whiteboards and maybe get
Don't be a
start in
nuisance, because
round
I
one.
was
Sam
actually
Hargreaves is
kind
lined
of
up,
looking
have
forward to
your
having
company throughout the
a
course
lack
of
of
the
nuisances due to the fact that this is streamed during school
Just about
time.
set and ready to go. That's the Hawthorn lineup as well. A couple of names to keep an eye on there. Young Flynn Perez.
I haven't seen a
24 years of
fan
age
yet.
from
I don't
Bendigo.
mind that
And
Cats
wherever is
kit,
Jack Riding,
but
they're
I've
fighting
really
out
fucked
for
it with
the
the
last
scoreboard,
spot.
haven't I?
Hawthorn
Because they're
listed
not
at
wearing
the
those
moment.
colours.
So plenty
And
to
I'm the
play
sort of
for
person
as
that
we
really
get
likes to be
underway at Kennedy Community Centre. Meek in the ruck. Dempsey, what a season he
as
has
close
last
to
year.
accurate with the
35
colours as I
goals
can
in.
be. I've
There'll be a free
completely
kick.
fucked it. Disappointingly,
It's
haven't
coming
I?
to Bradley Close.
Yeah, ultimately the scoreline doesn't matter.
Good fist away
A lot of
from
cars,
Sicily. Nevitt was the
few
target.
fans. There's an ice cream truck. Not many shaded areas
21
though,
games after being drafted.
and it is going to be harder to tell
21
who's
for
who.
Mitch Nevitt.
Doesn't matter. My scoreboards are fucked anyways. I had the wrong teams around. Do you see a Saints getting up against us? I don't really
Doing the
care
right
if we
work.
get up,
Close
and
has
it's
tried
going to
tap
be
it on.
almost
Sicily
as difficult as it
bangs it onto
comes
the boot.
when it.
Close was clean
When
it
it
mattered.
yeah, it's
Bowes
almost as
got
difficult as it
through
gets
one
when
and
it
then
comes to
gave it up to Watson.
tough task and footy now at this moment.
On
Gold
the
Coast
burst,
away.
Newcombe coming through
I don't. I
brilliantly.
just want to
Hawks looking to transition, just getting caught out of
be
position.
competitive. I want to see our new
Was Kalshi
players
Deer.
actually show some signs.
The mark taken by Mark O'Connor.
See if there's anything
Fresh
new
from
that
his
Ross Lyne's
historic
implemented
win.
heading into the new year. So I don't really
Full
care
line
that much if we
final.
lose, obviously.
Dempsey
It's a
rises
match
up,
sim
takes a
game.
nice little hip hang. They'll load up. Neil will be the target. Got through his hands and
Yeah,
maybe
I'm just
a
going to have to get
Falcon.
used to this broadcast quality for the next week.
Mark's paid to Sicily. Bites off the risky kick to Newcombe.
Let's get the I'll get
Sauntering out
the squad
defence.
up as well, because I might
Massimo
actually not know some of
D'Ambrosio.
these names. Like, if Chappie's still
Flybo Sullivan.
watching, tell me something about Lennox
Cemented his
Hoffman,
spot in this
Nick
lineup last year
Driscoll,
for the Cats.
and well, there he's just got the ball, or Joe Pike.
So Lennox Hoffman, pick 66 in the
Only a
2024
practice game,
draft.
so I don't think scoreboard matters. Well, no, it matters anyways. I want to have it up there.
Connor again, didn't use the coning. Goes the longer option.
But
Neil the target
for the
again.
pracky games, I'll
Worked
just
out
have
it
the
by
scoreboard on
Weddle.
the chat. I'm not
Scrimshaw,
having any of the
his
other
pocket
stuff.
picked. Bowes sits nicely for Myers. Steadies on the left and pushes it that way as well.
Hopefully I don't have to throw glass at my setup again.
First scores of mine.
So I need to figure out, the Cats are the, this is going to confuse me. On my stream deck, it's got Cats as the home team, but they're actually the away team. So it's going to confuse me here. Yeah, it is. It's the new Hawthorn training facility. I've driven past it a couple of times in Dingley, so a location that probably doesn't favour a lot of people, but it's like more towards the east. It's now like Keysborough, kind of Dandenong. It looks kind of bare, doesn't it? But that's just because we're viewing it from this angle. There's probably, yeah, there is a stand, a shaded grandstand on the other side, which is ideal in this heat. Heat'll be a bit of a factor, isn't it? They're just rookies. Yeah, I don't think any of them have played a game right. I know George Stevens, who is playing, he's played. Wiltshire, he's played a few games. I don't reckon any of the other unknowns that I'm unaware of have actually played for the Cats before. Hopefully, though, we can get some big moment in this game. Maybe like Ollie Dempsey kicks 4 goals and has 30. Don't know why I picked out him. He's playing, right, Dempsey? I just saw him, so he would be.
Across the face. Cats with the first 2 scores of the afternoon. It's a warm day, mid-30s.
Lennox Hoffman was born in Switzerland. It's just a very random thing to say. I'm almost going to time you out if he doesn't, if he wasn't born there, just because of the, I can't deal with your shit, to be honest.
Didn't take the
So
mark
for your
legally,
sake, let's hope
so
he
Meg
does.
gets the free.
Um,
Aim on the wraparound.
where the hell did you even
O'Connor
find
in
that
best spot,
information?
back
I'm going to
with the
look
flight.
at Switzerland.
Courageous Lewis bearing down. Crumbs for more. Fend off
Mods,
McDonald.
be
got
on to
through
this,
one, but not two.
please. All right, thankfully
O'Connor the tackle.
you were right. And I
Rewarded
didn't
forward
know
at
he was a St
halfback.
Kilda Academy, actually.
Bose has been busy.
There's Dempsey. Not a lot of action yet. I don't expect this to be a very high-scoring game.
Mark taken,
A lot of
Pollock
interchanges. There's
Scrimshaw
Cam
happy to see
McKenzie
it
running
over.
onto the field. Weird spot to have the car park. Yeah, it
And
doesn't look
unfortunately
like
for
a
some,
very...
just riding solo in commentary today.
Well, it's not the biggest
lost
car
our
park, but again, there are some
commentator.
empty
Been stuck
spots
in
literally
traffic.
right at the front. So
Hopefully he
all the
arrives
people thinking the parking would have been an issue. It doesn't look like
Another
parking's
boundary
much of an
throw-in.
issue unless they're like disabled spots. But there's a number. There are a number of
30-minute
fans.
quarters. Both teams ringing their changes. Chance to look at
I want to try and learn some of
players
these
yet to make
names.
their
So
debuts in
during the
AFL
breaks,
footy.
we're going to be playing
At the back,
the
Neil
footy number
was in better
game, and we're going to be
position
doing
recover.
like maybe
He
some
made it
expert
uncomfortable for him. It was a rolling
modes
tackle from Ward.
and see if I can get any of these players. There's
Just gave
Warple. He's
the
wearing
lecture to his
29
former
for those
teammate,
that
James Warple,
want to know what number he's wearing,
catch
watching
through
this,
for
the
first time,
broadcast.
albeit the away one.
Waverley Park is empty pretty much now, as Richmond is. I don't actually know.
This is the Cats 2026 clash.
When did
jumper.
Richmond move to Waverley Park?
And Moore was off, but there's a free kick to Henry. Sicily just curious as to why. Still deliberating.
they were
that
weighing
umpire.
up.
So Henry, the former Pie, loads
I
up.
thought they were
This has
weighing
got a
up
bit of
moving
carry
there.
on
I don't
too.
know
That's
if
got a
they've
lot of
actually
carry on it.
gone
The
on
Cats
with it
get
and
the
actually
first
done
through
it.
Henry of the Ollie persuasion.
Oh, fucking hell. I already
All the
missed that.
scoring at
I
the
think
moment,
Ollie Henry.
1,
Let's
2,
have a
8.
look at the replay.
Hawthorn yet to score.
I was distracted on another irrelevant part of the game that I've missed out on. The opening goal. What's going on? What happened
Cats'
here?
best young player in
50
2023.
out.
Did sign a 2-year
Solid.
contract extension that sees him with the Cats till 2027. Probably didn't have the continuity of a season.
So
that he
1,
would
2,
have
8
liked last year.
plays nothing.
Ollie Henry.
Who's hating on preseason? Wiltshire has played one game and it was arguably the best game of the season. I think I was at that game.
Ball back in the middle. Stevens
I
spending
can't
some
remember who
time
it was against. Here's Ward. Couldn't
Mark
find the
McDonald
hit.
on the drive by Moore.
Buse.
Get back onto his right. Skids a little kick in.
Mullen,
No mark
Dempsey.
taken McGuinness. Buse was strong. Mullen, a little dinker that gets to Dempsey, is going to work out okay.
Mullen's got a very good kick on him. Where is he? He's from, what's the
Machine Mullen.
place? Mayo County in Ireland.
To the outer side.
He was like a really rated prospect in Gaelic football.
So long and down
And a lot of the
line for Cats.
Gaelic
Neil was
football fans were pissed off
worked
when he
underneath
decided
it.
to
Moraz.
move to Australia.
It's
I
Noel
believe.
Moraz. Where to put a step on Nevitt.
We
Wisely
went through the
uses the dash
preseason
of his
fixtures
big
a little bit earlier.
Just check the
The
kick.
Saints have Gold
Put
Coast
it
on
over the top of the
Thursday.
traffic.
I will be
Weddle
watching
ran
that
on to get it from
with a bit of a
McGuinness.
keen eye, and I won't be going to the game.
Side
Fuck
the
that.
Hawks fans love. Oh, Lewis,
And then we
it's
play
clever. Watson.
the following week in
Runs through his
Ballarat.
eyes on the skid. Deer draws the man.
So Hawthorn get their
Tumbler
first
towards
behind.
goal. It's looking pretty good.
So I couldn't even see who that was, not going to lie.
Just didn't get the bounce. Hawks get their first score. And it's a minor one.
Who's my fantasy team? Oh, it's pretty empty right now, to be
Butler
honest.
with the shot from the deep right forward pocket.
But people start making their teams now. I know
Cats
people
by
that have made
7
their
points.
teams already. In fact, I know the people that
Moore
have
in a good
just
position.
as the
Collared
option
by
to
Dempsey. It was a
start
good tackle
building
in
your
the end.
side is
Never
rolled
did
out.
Yorple.
They're straight onto it. They're just addicted.
Kept it low to Jacob Mollier.
They must just be bored, right? Just nothing to do in January.
get it back
Because
here,
why
Mollier.
else would you be bothered? There are going to be so many changes from now till
And then
then
Neil was claimed.
that
good
I just
tackle,
don't see the
Butler.
point.
This is Flynn Perez, 24 games for the Roos.
Here we go. Hawthorn,
A good right
McGuinness,
foot, just
Moore.
overkicked
Can he
that
find
one
it? He
a little.
does.
Have got numbers.
Dribble
McGuinness
kick.
Steps back onto the right.
That's a second
Bounce
miss
in front
from
of
that
Deer.
spot.
Enough tarmac to reel it in. And went for the
Let me
party
just check
tricks.
something on my phone.
Just couldn't get the bounce in the end. So a couple of repeat entries for the Hawks. 2 behinds, their reward for that effort. 6-point lead at Geelong.
You might be right with the
Really about
first
scores these
game
games
being
as
the
much
Collingwood
as
game, but I thought his first game was
they are just about
against
getting a
Carlton.
competitive hit out. What have we been
To
training?
be honest, I thought
How
that
are
was his
we-
first game
What stage of the
because I was
implementation
also
of
at
that
that. I was
game
at
plan are
both,
we at?
and I remember it was like one of those Geelong games I was sitting front row or in the cheer squad.
Clark did well. Stevens got it to Neil.
I'm gonna check real quick.
Just a little too long, the kick to Mitch Edwards.
Going any preseason game. Do you still want to go to that game that we were talking about earlier?
How do we throw in out of side?
Hold up. I'm just going to just test something for the sake of the stream.
Cody Ryan doing the defensive work. Kicked a goal after the siren last year for Box Hill that really set social media alive in the
Does
final.
that fuck the quality when I do that?
Shallow throw in.
It
Kenzie
kind of
scrapping
does. When I
away,
change the
coughed
scores,
up.
it sort of fucks the
Myers,
quality
one of
up.
the best users inside 50 in the competition. There's a bit of afters there from Bodie Ryan, which Warple took
Which I
exception
don't
to.
like.
Ollie Henry will go back and shoot from 40 out directly in front for his second.
I think if you do it more than once at a time, it does that. Alright, I'll just leave it.
$14 goals last year in 15 games. He's
Yeah,
got
they'll call it
1-1
the
to his
Sam
name
Flanders
today,
Cup,
just to the
that Gold
left-hand
Coast and
side.
killed a game, but
7-point lead for Geelong.
there won't be much, especially, even though it's in Gold Coast, the fans aren't going to really be booing, I don't think.
He'd
in
be getting a lot of the
preseason game.
footy.
Not the Gold Coast
That's
fans,
got
I
a fair
will
bit of
not
hang
think.
time. Deer didn't get the same amount.
Bro goes to
Scrounging
my
little kick
school.
forward, Lennox Hoffman hitting it hard
He
with
went
that,
to your
we know he
school?
does. It was a good work
Or
from
like
Stevens
he's
too,
he's
gets
got
it
relatives
back
that
to
go to the
Atkin.
same school. I think Shannon Neal's going to dominate, to be honest.
And he
Because
uses
Hawthorn
the-
haven't really got...
It was a good build-up.
Who's he playing on?
Just contested footy just to open it up. He's
They don't
made
have
a
Barris
career
and Battle.
of
I know
front
that.
actions, Tom Atkins. 45-degree angle. He'll just be kicking from
And
about
the
50
reason why I
metres
think he
out.
might actually do okay, because he's got his whole forward line to himself. He might actually play better in those conditions.
Only missed the one game in 2025.
Kicked it as well. So the Cats
First
get their
full season
second.
at the Cats, 44 goals. And he's got his first this
Why
afternoon.
did that do that?
So Neil gets their second. 2-3-15. The Hawks just the two
I
behind.
bet my entire life saving on a draw in this game. I'm nervous.
Ticking up to 12 minutes played.
Well, we won't have 6 periods like we have in previous years with these sort of match simulation games, which the only reason they had extra periods is to play all of the rookie reserve players that basically will never get an opportunity. But that's not the case today, because there are quite a few absent Geelong
Neil led the
players,
club in contested
especially
marks
Hawthorn
last
players
year.
who wouldn't get a normal game anyways.
Pretty big shoes to
So they don't
fill,
really get their
slipping into
opportunity.
Tom Hawkins, but he had a very impressive year. Best of 5 goals against the Dogs in round 11.
Well, you could just check on AFL tables. You're probably right if you're that adamant, chappy.
So Reeves into the ruck for the Hawks.
But it was around that area. And I know it was like the Carlton game, and then I think he
It
played
is a
Collingwood the
strong
week
tackle
after,
late
so
on
it would have
Ollie
been
Woodchip.
either one of those 2 games.
Play allowed to go on.
He may have even scored a goal.
Nash taken to ground in a 2-man tackle.
But so far, Cats on early in Dingley. Just check the
Reeves
fantasy, and he
against Edwards in
came
the
on in the
ruck.
last quarter as a sub in the Carlton match.
Newcombe not going anywhere.
So he played 2 games then.
Player of the finals last year for the Hawks, and what a final series it was.
He played 2 games. If that's true, I'm right about that.
Aim on, Butler, sensed the danger.
About him playing for
Ryan. Maybe a
playing
little
against
too
Carlton in
cute
his
with the
first
kick,
game.
but Clark may have overcommitted, so Riding might just
Here we go.
receive it back
Hawthorn,
now.
I haven't really
Reeves,
got
little
much of
go-see
a...
go work was good. He spits the
They
kick
haven't really
to
had
aim.
much of an attack all game. Like an aggressive
Myers, maybe a little lucky not to be pinged there.
play
His
yet.
kick hung a
Sicily
long
goes into
time
the
here.
middle,
Neil bearing down on
and their
Sicily.
kicking has been really, really average, the
Sicily
Hawks.
bites off the corridor just over the head of Reeves. That's no mean
Very
feat.
average so far. Myers
Stevens the intercept.
over the top. Give it off. Oh, that might not be the best handball. Buse is getting it
Myers drops it
tackled.
into
Good
some
stuff,
space.
Butler. Oh, he gets it away.
Atkins,
But Hawthorn have the
Butler
numbers.
runs him down. Buse somehow squeeze a little handball out. Reeves
And they've
let
turned it
go of the
over
Reds.
again.
Wants to use the runner McGuinness.
But they're going to get it back.
Atkins tackled him. Affected the handball.
That's a kick.
Flynn
That should
Eamon now
create
riding.
something, you would think.
That's going to come off okay.
No, they can't get the inside 50 kick working. It's just been too much on that again. Another rebound. Myers.
And he followed up his work, did Lennox Hoffman, and they open up the middle here.
Polkinghorn misses.
Jay Polkinghorn had a couple of leads, took it upon himself, and
Shannon Neal's got a
pushed
top
it to the
3 set
left-hand
shot in the
side.
game. I'll probably have him,
44 in the
Jesse Hogan, and
2024 draft. From Norwood, yet to make his debut.
maybe Darcy Fogarty in my top 3. There are probably other players I'm missing, but that I can think of. They've got beautiful set shots. Great kicking styles. Do we know who's won the previous 2 fantasy leagues and who came? I know I didn't come last. But what's the point if you've given
Just
up?
about halfway through this first quarter.
Half the people gave up in that league anyways.
And McKenzie.
There's not a lot of
So much
competition when that's the case.
Discussion around he and Henry Huswaite surrounding
And I know you're just going to do it again
the
this
Zach
year.
Barrett trade last year. Had a great start.
That's
to the
why I'd
season.
be more keen on
Injured his
joining
hand
other
and
leagues.
never really able to
I
rediscover
will
that
join.
early
We'll do a
season
league
form,
and all
but
that again, but
supremely skilled player. With no Will Day either, not back through.
there's no excuse when everyone knows they watch footy, so they shouldn't have an
step into that
excuse
Hawks
of
midfield.
not knowing who to pick.
Atkins back with the flight.
You don't need to be that
Bo's the
like
beneficiary of it.
active anyways. You
Polkinghorn
can
will get
just
another
make it
look.
5 minutes of adjustments every week. Just check to see before the start of the week who's playing, the ins and outs at the bare minimum, who's injured. I think I came
Still
third or
just 18 years
fourth.
of age, 190 centimetres.
I don't think I'll be coming first because if UCAT's in it again, he's experienced.
19 years of age now, drafted as an 18-year-old.
Another behind from the Cats. Is it going to cut? Yes, it does.
Kick
Every time I
fading to
click
the
on that
left-hand
behind button,
side.
it cuts the stream.
There is maybe a little breeze.
Only when I click on that
pushing
button,
way,
though.
but nothing of any great significance. Cats doing the bulk of the attacking. Great
Yeah, you
flight,
got to
so
give
we got
respect
it
for
on the
Fogg.
second
He's
right.
I don't know if his goal kicking's underrated. It probably isn't, but he's still a top 3 for mine.
11 in that
A
2023
match simulation in
draft.
30-degree heat. Let's
Season
be honest, it's
last
going to be a
year.
pretty average display from both
Given the
teams.
assignment down back, which is probably going to allow
And their
Tony
first hit out as
to
well.
get into the ruck. Scrimshaw not liking whatever.
But I think it's
Polkinghorn
been
did
less than
that
desirable. I
back.
think I expected a little bit more.
Riddle comes away with it for the Hawks.
The
More
kicking's
back
been
pocket.
poor from Hawthorn. Geelong
A whole
could be
lot
up by
happening
more.
ahead, so Newcombe has to
Mackenzie-
make a searching lead, and the kick is good to get to him. Mackenzie inside. He's
No,
got
that's a
lovely
rare
first
target
step.
hit.
He's easily able
Scholl
to dance around Hoffman.
doesn't even look for anyone. He just
Scholl
kicks it
takes
straight
the
to a
mark.
Cats.
Looks inside, a little low.
The Cats player in O'Sullivan, who I'm
Rushed.
excited to see this year. He had a
And
pretty good year in
O'Sullivan has worked all the
2025.
way back after taking that mark.
I watch fuck all footy.
O'Connor right half back.
You're aware of the teams and the players for the most part.
Little
That's
chop
more
with a
than
kick, but it gets to
what a
close.
lot of people have in terms of insight.
O'Connor follows up his own kick and gets it back. So just a drawn out 1-2.
I still don't get that though. You watch no footy, but you don't watch any other sports during winter.
From Henry. A little bit of afters from Bodie Ryan.
It's not like you're an NRL fan as well, so
Third year player at the Hawks from Glenelg,
you're
South Australia.
figuring out when to watch
Best mates with Will McCabe, who
rugby
Hawks took in
games
the
on
same
which days and
draft.
footy games on other days. You literally only watch Geelong.
Those two and Will Day all live together in the fully South Australian household.
Bit of a
Reeves,
scrap.
Decisive palm down.
Bit of a
Hawthorn
scrap.
ripped it out of Newcomb's grasp,
You
and
can't check stats either,
that's going nowhere.
or at least no live stats. I think Champion Data, or there's someone, I think it might be Sench. Sench might post it where they put the stats up for the full-time
Reeves
game.
again.
You might know the goals.
Better of the ruck
but
exchange.
the commentary team
Stevens
might know
clean,
about the
Henry
goals and
not as.
behinds. But that'd be about it, I reckon.
Feet up from riding was good. And they'll win the kick
Octor
and
said,
back.
is there anywhere except Fox where I can keep track of the
The Werribee
scores?
player.
Probably
That
not.
last spot on Hawthorn's
There's just not
list, that
heaps
kick
of
was always
coverage for
dangerous.
games like these, to be
Stevens,
honest.
great tackle, Mackenzie.
Atkins,
Polkinghorn will
or
get
should
another
find a
look.
mark
Tackle
there, and he
from
does, and that's
Scrimshaw
Ollie
helped him
Henry.
out. Atkins the same.
So
They
maybe
were
this
desperate
is
on
his
the
chance
last line
to
for the Hawks.
show the coaches what he's made out of for 2026, because he fell out of favour in 2025 after,
for his second.
I believe it was 2023. Was that where he kicked over 40 goals in a year?
Turnover
It's a shitty
deep in
kick
defence
though.
for the Hawks. One
And
step
watch the
back, maybe took a
watch
little
the
too
stream buffer when I
nonchalantly.
click this behind
Hit
button.
Ollie Henry, and he's kicked 1-2 now.
No, I didn't actually buffer that time. Expected to
So
buffer, but
2-6.
2 goals,
Cats have been
6.
inaccurate.
Boring game.
Hawthorn ring a couple of changes.
Definitely recommend you to go to State of Origin next year, wherever. Yeah, I'd be,
He comes back on.
especially if it's in Adelaide. I'd rather go if it's in Adelaide because it's just
Here he is on cue.
easier
Second year
trip,
of the Hawks.
cheaper
Nice
trip.
touch on the kick to Lewis. Inboard.
People have been talking
Almost
about having
enough to
State of
score
Origin
more,
though
but strong
later in
hands.
the year though, just to avoid all the
Former Hawks best and fairest winner.
injury worries, because you don't want to have plays, especially with a State of Origin. Like, people thought they weren't going to take it seriously. I think the players took it more seriously than what I was initially expected. And when you're going full out before the season even starts in February, you are going to be prone to more injuries for sure. So having it later in the year could be an option.
He's had a great preseason from all accounts.
But if they have it later in the year, then they're going to have to find something for what they're going to do in February. Maybe have an extra preseason game, or figure out a time to when Origin's going to happen. I think Max Gordon said after the season, in like after October, have like the non-finalist play, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I will probably go if it's in SA. If it's in WA, I might go. See what the atmosphere is really like myself.
Hawks yet to kick a major. Mackenzie
Another behind.
went low.
Nothing is happening in this game early on.
It's a bellied ball that is bundled over. Cal Shadir and Lennox Hoffman.
Because it doesn't
Looks like
mean
their
anything to
third
me.
score.
Yeah, I get that. I guess.
Hoffman goes to a 50-50 on the outer
That's
side.
probably the
Goes
case
to
for
the
like
body well against
cricket.
Ambrosio and wants to take on the former
Like,
bomber.
I'm not going to follow the games that
Sun.
often unless it's Australia.
Polkinghorne, it was a good spoil, out of
Like
position.
Big Bash to an extent.
be a
I don't
free
really
kick.
watch many of the games that aren't
Going the way
involving
of
the
the
Renegades.
Hawks. And it will be Bodie Ryan.
I think Straight Over was
involved,
successful because
that's
it was
for
the first
sure,
game in
this
months.
quarter.
I think it would be successful regardless, though. I don't
Just
think
gonna
it matters
drive
that
it
it's
for
the
distance
first game
down
in
the
months.
line. Chol
It
did well
might
there,
have
Coney.
played a bit of a factor, but I don't think it played heaps.
Second most goals for the Hawks last year, Chol. Kicked 42
Newcomb, can he snap and find the goals? He's hit the post, so it's another poster.
On the bounce, Newcomb, time to
I don't think
snap.
actually there was a poster in the
Sends it
game
into
yet,
the
so maybe not
post.
another post, but still
Can't
another
buy one at the
behind.
moment, the Hawks. They're putting one on lay-by, though.
4 to 18.
behinds. They trailed by 14 points.
A less than desirable start. O'Sullivan. And look at that.
Sullivan.
Hoffman's kicked it into
Nice
the
run
second
after the
tier,
kick
just
in from
about.
Hoffman slices one on the outside of the right boot, and that's out of bounds on the full, and a good mark taken in the crowd.
You know a lot about
Into his sixth
the
season
clubs
now
and the
as a
leagues
Hawk,
people play
career
for.
best season
Otway,
last
I'm
year.
not going to play for Otway.
James Worpel
Actually,
emerges as the natural replacement
maybe.
for
Maybe
he
if
in the
they're
middle.
like struggling for players.
Perez, good user, got it from Mackenzie, did kick to a 2-on-1.
Another quick
Lewis was crashed
shot from
by
McGuinness.
Sullivan.
So 18 to 5.
Was very nearly finding its way back. From Finn McGuinness.
Look, I don't watch these
But a
matching
fifth
games
behind
for
for the Hawks.
close
They trail
contests.
by
I don't really
13
care about
points.
that. I'm just interested to see how the
Almost
plays
23 played first
perform
term.
more than anything. But I can't tell you many standouts early on.
55 goals last year for this man. Playing on a wing.
It makes it a lot easier with the stats, though.
Stevens, a hard ball one and a good find by hand.
Gee, that's a
Clark
big
got
hit.
View, standing start, dumps it down the line. Meek came with
Why
courage.
are the
took
plays
out Ward in
slippery?
the process. Ward slipping in, big crucial time. Work to do for Mraz. He forages
Atkins has
after
been
it.
pretty good.
Impey halved the
He's been
contest.
tough in the
Atkins taken
contest.
to ground by Mackenzie to dispossess him.
God, yeah, that's fair enough. Where are you going this year for uni?
We'll
Is
have
it
a
in
ball
Geelong, or did you say you had to travel out a bit? Because that'll make things more tough,
One
wouldn't
to
it?
Koning in the end, riding.
What happened?
Nash got a real angle in it. Oh, how about the don't argue if you don't
Free
mind.
kick,
He just
Geelong.
planted. Polkinghorn, I think it was, like a tree.
Can't tell who that is.
Bodie Wright. In fact, it's Ollie Wiltshire.
Was that Wheelchair?
who will get
There
the
you go.
free
That's a
kick
good
in the end.
sign.
A little overzealous.
Completely
perhaps,
ragdolled
from
Mackenzie.
Wright. Barwon-Head's lad, he's played 2
Well,
games.
that was
Ollie
Bodie
Wiltshire.
Ryan, actually.
Pick 61 in the 2023 draft.
Oh, is that going to make it? I think that's just gone through.
That's a good-looking kick. Does he sneak that in? Yes, he does. That is
Yeah, there's a
very
bit of
good
a wind
finish.
as
The
well.
had an impact, but he put it to the right spot and let the wind do the rest.
Yeah, I was right. He
His
did
first
kick a
AFL
goal against
goal
Collingwood.
Against the Pies in game. In his
Has
second game after
SDK been
debuting
playing the
last
ruck
year in round
most of
7.
the time? I mean, there's no Reece Stanley,
18 goals in 13 VFL
no
games
Blix
last
Av,
year
so
as well,
he's
so we can
probably
find them.
going to play like that role heading into the year, that hybrid role again.
So the Cats out to a 19-point lead. Just over 5
But he's been
minutes to play
starting
in
in
this first
basically every centre bounce. We only have seen a handful, but still. I know it's only a practice match, but for both teams it's just poor. I'm sure the quality will get better.
It's almost a first-choice midfield.
Here we go. DeConing wins out the ruck.
Watson going into the middle. They'll do this from time to time. It fell nicely for DeConing. He launches the Cats inside side forward 50. Nevitt with a strong lead and
Myers handballs it out.
at the footy.
Gets it back to Koning.
And then butted up to do the forward defensive work as well. DeConing tried to dump a little handball. Warple was already
Warple's got
being
to do a little
tackled,
bit
but
more,
he
I feel.
Took acceptances.
Just haven't seen enough. Haven't seen much from like Nick
All up
Watson.
outside.
Really, none of Hawthorn's
Nine
forwards have
scoring
done
shots
anything.
to 5 from the Cats. They've certainly dominated this first quarter. Warple got the
Crowd
outlet
mark from the
hands.
boundary. That's something rare.
Kick was a little shallow in the end.
Yeah,
for
normally they
Nevitt,
drop
and
them.
Mraz sees him over the line.
I'd say like 25% of the time they actually do
Drafted in 2021.
get their
Mitch
hands on
Nevitt,
it and
over
actually take the
21
grab.
games so far. He spent some time as a big-bodied mid, if memory serves. Now being deployed as a forward.
4 minutes
Rogue
remaining.
Boy.
Bit of a lackluster first.
Watson gives Buse a little shove to force a boundary throw in.
But we shouldn't be too critical.
7 games last year for Nevitt. Best of those, probably the
First
21
day of classes
disposals in round
today.
1. 11 tackles as well.
Yeah, well, don't
Injury
do what I did when I was in uni and
interrupted the rest of his
basically
year.
forget about an entire fucking... What I think I forgot
Meg
about
Lovely
an entire
down to
subject that I
Newcombe,
had
shoveled it out,
that I was
Nash in
enrolled
some
in that I didn't know
space.
about till it was too late.
Penetrating
Because it wasn't
kick
like a
to
real
half-forward,
subject, but it was
McInnes
still
out
a
of
subject you
position,
had to like...
and
I don't know what, it was like some
as a result of
introduction subject or something.
free kick going to Lennox Hoffman, who's had a fair bit of it and done a lot with it.
Could be a fantasy option,
Cats.
maybe.
Down the grandstand.
Kind of
wing,
like
good fist
TDK
from
was for
Shaw.
Carlton last year.
Long range kick coming from Nick Driscoll, who's into the fray.
But it's hard to know how he's been going, just like without stats.
Both eyes on the footy. Strength in the air from Watson. He gets the
Oh,
free
good
kick.
fly, Chol.
Helicopters a ball inside, forward 50. Big pack forms and it spits out the back, tracking towards goal. That's gonna
Hawthorn
be a
should
holding
get something
ball
here.
kick.
No, they
Confident
just
Hawthorn
handball
was
it
a
straight
hand on that
into
from Edwards, but play allowed to go on.
the arms of bloody Grind Myers. And once again,
Donald wrapped up.
they're
Myers
failing
and
to
Wolf.
find any chances at goals. And the chance they do get, they're wasting.
It really did look like
It is 33 degrees, though.
Edwards didn't get a fist to that. So they may have got away with one there.
Playing footy in anything above like 23, it probably feels like 30 plus, even in
And we've got to play
23
it
degree
down,
weather. So it
which
probably
is
feels like
why
40
there is a
plus for the
delay.
players here.
Just trying to see.
They're going to need a lot of
Hawthorn
water
play it down
breaks.
with trainers. It looks like Cal Shadir and
Oh
this
no,
actually doesn't
Kel
look good.
Shadir goes to the ground.
Trainer motioning to ribs.
It looks like he's struggling to breathe there.
He looks in a world of hurt at the moment.
But I don't know, we
Fair degree
don't
of
know the
discomfort.
severity of that. I don't think it's going to be too severe.
Didn't see the incident.
Should go check out his new ground. It's only 15 minutes from where I live, basically, so I could do that very easily.
Might be here that we can pick it
But
up.
I'll go for an opportunity, like for something.
Back forms. Yeah, it might have been the player coming back with the flight.
I wouldn't just go for the sake of it, although I could just go for the sake of it. I drive past it.
Hard to completely make it out.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to just use the oval whenever.
Warple was
Because
clean.
some grounds allow that, some don't. I don't think they'll allow you to just waltz in.
Sullivan gets him out of a jam, put it on a dime over the shoulder to running Dempsey.
What a tackle, D'Ambrosio.
Dempsey's kick just as good. Jai Clark's had a very good preseason.
Well, there's a play of the day for the Hawks. If they can convert it from here,
Runs him down. McDonald quickly.
try and find a link-up chain. Eamon just goes long. 40 seconds in the quarter.
Eamon just dumps it, hoping Meat can outbody all and sundry. The Koenig was the flyer, third man up.
Cats might get the chance here.
Ran it. McDonald couldn't take it.
30 seconds remain.
Ambrosio did flick it up.
Let's see if they can go
Cats
coast
are
to
able
coast
come
from the
away
wing.
with it. That's a very good
Wiltshire
kick.
again. He's kicked a goal.
Thought about the
Been
handball
one
from
of
Dempsey,
Geelong's better
Wiltshire.
players. Goes to a 2-on-2 contest. There'll be
Heads inside
13
450,
seconds,
back
so
pedalling,
I can't see
one
much
one-handed,
happening from
Scripture
here.
can. Lewis fires one inboard. Eamon put
Good
a
kick
step
to
on
Meek.
Clark.
And
That's
Meek
a
will
beautiful kick.
run down the clock.
To every advantage for Meek.
So there you
Front
go.
Edwards.
First quarter.
So there's a siren.
Leave your
Cats have
thoughts in the
dominated
chat. I
first
mean,
quarter at the Kennedy Centre. 3-6-24, they lead it.
I'd love to see the disposal efficiency, especially from
Hawks just the
Hawthorn.
five
It's
behind
probably
at
not
the
even
time.
at 60%. At least by foot it wouldn't be. It did sort of get a little bit better as the quarter went on, but I guess it can only go up from here. Wasn't expecting me to stream this. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a few of these chats. I'll go up to the top. Yeah, fair. I did last year, and I think the year before, a few of the match sim games. So I do like to watch whatever games I can, even if it is a match simulation, and it's a proper game.
It is time. The new season.
Yeah, that's something. Worrying signs for the Hawks. They don't look. Obviously, they don't look complete. Like there are cracks within their side at the moment. Like they just. Maybe they're figuring new game plan out. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's just the first quarter of a proper game in like 5 months. But yeah, just from that alone, doesn't give me a lot of hope that Hawthorn are going to be that side people are making them out to be. If they can't, yeah, they half strength Geelong side. Connor McDonald's the most. Yeah, no one's really fantasy relevant. All of the fantasy relevant players played in Origin, and Hawthorn haven't really got many names. Like even Connor McDonald. Was Connor McDonald even that relevant last year? I don't remember having him in my team. I don't even remember what he averaged. He probably averaged in like the 80s, the 90s. Is McDonald in the CBAs? Well, that's what I want. There aren't any stats to tell you what percentage of CBAs, but he's been in probably, I'd say, half of them. Is this game only on KO? But that's another thing I'm going to actually take a good mention of in the second quarter. Like the plays predominantly in the CBAs, if there are any changes. Because it's been Newcomb, Ward, McKenzie for the most part for Hawthorn. McDonald's been in there as well, and then Geelong, Clark, Warple, Atkins, Myers has actually had a fair bit of time in there.
You've all represented your clubs, your states, and your country.
Alberton, you're allowed to have a kick when the boys aren't training. Don't know about the grounds in Victoria. Some grounds do, some grounds don't. Yeah, like RSCA, it's weird. Sometimes they'll let you in, sometimes they don't. But it's normally like pretty set in stone for other grounds. Like obviously GMHBA, you can't just walk on the ground. But it's not really a low. It's an actual AFL. So any of the actual AFL grounds wouldn't let you do that.
Okay, I'm listening.
No kissing. Definitely no sex.
Watching it in
Did you
class.
just wink at me?
No.
We put ourselves in a place we don't
Well, for your sake, let's hope that you're not doing anything that important.
Might be the place to bring
'Cause
in
this is,
some comedy.
especially if you don't support Geelong or Hawthorn, it's not important enough to
What happened here?
take your attention away from what you're doing in school, unless you're like in some boring like business class or something. And by all means, you're making the right call.
Is that it?
The commentary didn't say anything about extended breaks for the Heat, but I'm gonna assume so. Like, they normally, even in like regular games, like at Norwood, I think they had extended breaks. Players went into the rooms. The players probably are gonna go into. Well, actually, are there away rooms at Dingley? I don't even know. I don't know the full extent of the facilities at this ground.
Has it all. With the latest shows and movies from
Probably
Foxtel
not
and
Mr.
your
Richmond.
favourite streaming apps. Yours at the touch of a button.
Back then, you could actually screen share on KO, but I don't know if it'll let me do. Actually, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see if it'll work.
Liz, you know I hate being spied on.
I lost the love of my life and thought it was the end. Turns out it was just the beginning.
My guess is
Foxtel, all
no.
in one place.
You've all represented your clubs, your states, and your country.
And I'm not going to put too much.
You will be representing your code.
I'm not going to put
And
too
at the
much
end, we will
like
crown
time into trying to get this to
the
work. It's not
ultimate
that big of a
sport.
deal if I can't. Yeah, there'd be people that would share the screen of the game, so those that aren't able to watch the game can watch it. I wouldn't be the one doing it normally, but if I was the one doing it, then you could literally be in sync with me. But like, you share the screen, it's just going to be a black screen. There are settings. I think I figured out how to fix it on Google Chrome, but I don't use Google Chrome for KO on streams. Just for whatever reason, it just takes up too much of my CPU. It just starts buffering. It can start buffering at least. Yeah, well, there's no point. I'm going to leave that channel.
You're not going to believe this.
Maybe see if we can get it to work for the future games. If we can, then by all means I'll do it, so you guys can watch it as well. Because a lot of people probably want to watch the game if they can't. But no one's going to give you your KO in the chat. Maybe someone will. I don't know. I think the Cats will struggle after lost the grand final last year. Yeah, but just saying that they'll struggle because of that and just that, I don't think is enough. Hawthorn, I mean, Geelong would be that sort of team that would definitely be able to buck the trend.
Someone's been watching and listening through you.
Geelong's goal scorers. Yeah, Shannon Neal, Ollie Henry, and Ollie Wilshire.
Yeah, that. We need to infiltrate his life.
They want me to play the girlfriend.
Or you're just keeping an eye on me.
I believe all three of those shots were set shots. But it's good, like Shannon Neal, he's just that player that whenever he's got a set shot, he just typically converts and makes the most of his chances. He's got a very good kicking boot.
He's conflicted, but he's on board.
As for Hawthorn, they've just been blowing chances. None of their big forwards have really had many chances.
Are you in?
They're just taking really rush shots from difficult angles. Mackenzie had an opportunity. No, was it? No, I think it was Newcomb actually. He had the opportunity from like 15 out, hit the post. Didn't Duff Tyler kick 5 goals in like a pracky game? If I'm not mistaken. For someone to do that, I know it's West Coast, for someone to do that before playing their first game, we're already showing a lot. That's already showing a lot of excitement heading into your first year.
We need to focus on finding.
Tim wants to know where we can see the live. They don't do live fantasy scores for these, unfortunately, because it's not an official sanctioned AFL game. It's run by the club, so you're not really going to find much. You might find there might be some like Reddit forums possibly. Or I think you might get the stats at the end of the game, but like live stats. I think you will probably get stats at the end of the game. Limited amount, like disposals, goals, marks, tackles, probably that's about it. But fantasy-wise, it's better for fantasy. Supercoach, I don't think you're going to be able to calculate scores for Supercoach. But I don't think there's any point in trying to find the live scores unless you want to count them yourself. I mean, sorry, live stats, but fuck that. Imagine having to do the stats yourself. Pretty keen to see Bruin back. Yeah, he hasn't really set the world on fire in this game yet, but obviously first quarter, I'm going to try to keep more of an eye on certain players. So if there's anyone that you want me to look out for in particular, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. And then
Hawks missing several
I'll try to
stars
keep
as
a
well.
keen eye.
Day and Ginnivan
I'll keep a
not
keen
notable
eye on the
injuries in
CBAs as
battle
well. So you got
Barras,
the Koning in there,
Gunston all out after state of origin
Warple,
duties.
Atkins for
No
Geelong.
Dangerfield, Smith, Stewart, Holmes or Humphries.
And look at that.
Jeremy Cameron not
Newcomb wins
playing
out the
as well.
ruck.
Sean Manor, Reece
Ollie
Stanley
Dempsey's
and
another
Tyson
player that's
Stengel.
probably going to be playing more in the
Newcomb
middle
out
as
of the middle,
well.
superb tackle, Atkins. Play back underway, the former Hawk.
Probably
Walker,
playing up
little paddle.
forward in his first couple of years.
Dempsey came through with the
Geelong
foot.
get off to the quick start with the inside 50.
Close
Scrimshaw.
working in close quarters. Nevitt just misfired on the
McKenzie.
handball. Scrimshaw steps through.
He's been running a bit, but his ball use has been pretty poor.
McKenzie
That's
with the
an
run.
unrealistic attempt, I would have thought.
Better entry for the Hawks.
On Chol there.
Chol worked his opponent underneath the footy. It was a big
Is that
fly
not
in
a
the
free
end
kick
coming
against him?
From Jack Henry, and it's bottled
Completely
up.
just flew over
25 out.
Charles' head. McKenzie busy early.
Reeves' little paddle from the midriff. McKenzie palmed off one. Squeezed out a little handball. He's given it straight to Clark.
Not bad from Clark.
McGuinness foraging
Hughes.
for it. Little show and go from Clark to get around Watson.
Here we go. Cats are getting a good
Hughes.
pass to play here. Mullen off
Looked
to
at Campbell,
Myers, I
Mullen.
think that was.
Ollie Henry.
It's hard to see from that
1-2 in
side.
First quarter. Nevitt on the outer side.
If they can finish it off with a mark inside
Might just
50,
get it
that's
back
the
here.
passage of the day.
Dempsey
That is the play of the
ran a
day from the
long way
Cats
to get
there.
back inside forward 50,
Running down the
and that's
wing.
what he became so well known
And
for last
Ollie
season.
Dempsey will be the
35 goals in it.
beneficiary.
Chance to kick his first of the afternoon here. They
That
really
was
thought their
Henry.
way through this
It's
coming
hard
out
to
defence
see who
well,
the
the
players are
Cats.
with this
Just
camera
great
angle.
link-up handball.
The Henry, that handball, not the one that took the mark, but yeah, that link up, the handballs.
End to end, not a single Hawthorn player being able to get a hand on it.
Very good signs for Geelong early on. But he's got to finish it off though. They're 3-6. He's missed it, which is a letdown
So Dempsey
after
from
that.
35. Just didn't allow for the win, which is pushing to that side of the ground. So another minor score, 3-7. And a 20-point lead.
Yeah, I'll be forgetting the jumper number changes as well. Yeah, I wouldn't be counting stats either. Nah, so, yeah, sorry that there isn't a way of checking the live stats, but I can't do much about that.
Eamon paid the mark.
I'll try to do my best at keeping a note of who played well and who didn't.
Grimshaw leads up at
But like, I'm not going to be making content
Power
post-game
play.
on that stuff, like reviews and analysis and all that, because that's just not really
from
my
the
sort of
Sun.
content.
not much on up ahead, so he just wobbles one down the line that just stays inside the field of play. O'Sullivan kills it.
I think I saw Scoops in the
And
crowd. I don't
Rowe
think
in
he saw
centre
him in the
wing.
crowd. He wouldn't go to a game like this.
Given the amount of top-line players the Cats are missing, this is a pretty impressive
If you thought you saw him in the
performance,
crowd, where?
albeit in a match
So I can have a
simulation.
look for myself.
Dempsey worried out of it by Amon. Newcomb stands up in the two-man tackle.
I think St Kilda mainly just have the new
another
jumpers, the new
stoppage.
players. I don't know if there are many, if any, proper jumper number changes for St Kilda at least. But
Scrounging kick out of the pack. Myers was clean.
yeah, so Hawthorn have who'd you
Some
say?
impressive
They
things in
had
that first
Watson,
quarter.
Moore, and McDonald.
Myers repeat possession.
I knew of McDonald. I didn't really know of the other two.
What a moment for him. All-Ireland Championship. Several of the Cats players headed over to watch him do something that he'd been
Yeah,
dreaming
20-point
about
margin.
doing
It probably should be more
since he
like
was a
30-odd
youngster.
points, I'd say. Hawthorn have really been disappointing compared to Geelong. And with the
O'Sullivan,
strength of lineups as well, and playing
good touch kick
in
to
front of a bit of a
Decone.
home-based fans as well,
Myers just racking
more
them up.
familiar to these conditions.
So no one
Buse.
mans the mark on Buse. Hawthorn have
Not the best kick there.
clogged back. So Buse just takes the territory.
Jeez, he's a massive
is the
bloke,
kick
Reeves, is
and-
he? Far out.
Reeves the intercept.
Yeah, shit. It's the second quarter. I haven't even got the time running. Don't hesitate in like
Well,
just telling me,
gets a
oh,
lot
just
of that.
update the timer or whatever,
Now
just so I'm
soft
aware,
sternum,
because
but
there's no
Decone,
point in having it,
Lewis, can he find his way through? It was a good tackle to Coning, and
yeah, not run
he
if
might
I've
have
actually got it
enough
all
on
set
that
up.
to warrant a handball, but the umpire saw it differently.
Oh, that's not
Now
a good
Clark
kick
for
at
the
all.
Cats.
But they'll make it work. Warple does all right.
2023 after
Finds it
being their
inside
first pick
50.
in the 2022
Oh, was that
draft.
Dempsey?
Warple just hammers one
He's been
inside
very
forward
busy early.
50.
Tries to keep it in. He
Sicily's gonna
does
have to
keep
come
it
to
in.
affect the spoil and does.
What's happened?
Dempsey just threw a shoe at it and kept it in play. Polkinghorn, there is a whistle.
Free kick to Geelong.
And it's 2 Cats down. Dempsey slow to get up, close clutching his face.
Ollie Henry, I think, is with the trainers at the moment. Yeah,
In
they
the
didn't
hands of
find a
trainers
reap.
as
Oh,
well,
that's
and
not Henry.
waving
That's
over
close.
Some support.
Can't tell. He just got like a head knock on the shoulder of Eamon, but I think he's
Pretty
all
heavy
right.
collision with
He might come off the
Carl
field though.
Amon. Cats
But
are in
he'll
some
definitely come
changes.
off the field.
Nick Driscoll, rookie pick 28, comes back on. George Stevens as well, who's been re-rookied by the club. And Killian Burke, another Irishman from County Kerry, comes on as well.
Well, that was probably never going to go through with that kick.
And while all that's going on,
Why is
Horn
it?
just pushes one across
Why
the
is
face.
it like that when I click the button?
And they've got another behind.
It'd be quite funny if Hawthorn don't actually go. They go the whole game without scoring a goal. Actually, I don't think that's ever happened in a preseason game, let alone an actual game, since the 1900s.
Great feedback from Stevens to Buse, who was in a ton of space. Probably needed to do more with that kick.
Here we go, chance for the
Scrimshaw
Hawks.
intervened.
Sicily can rebound.
Now Sicily on
McDonald in the number
burst.
9.
Whole outer side
So
is
this
open.
is what
McDonald
fantasy
can
guys
run
would want to
and
see from
bounce.
him.
Scholes got away
Getting those,
from Jack Henry.
disposal in the middle of the
McDonald
ground,
finds him.
finding the space,
Users drop back into the hole.
and the Cats are going to rebound it once again.
Butler will be
No
the one
action.
to fly.
I don't think the
That's
Hawks
back.
have had a mark inside 50.
Always going to be
That
Geelong
I
ball
can
if the
remember,
mark wasn't
genuinely.
taken. They had the weight of numbers in their favour. That's just going to hang inside the field of play for Atkins.
You've been more interested in the crowd than the
Murphy
actual
had done
game,
well.
Zay. You've pointed out a North Queensland Cowboys fan, and now, well, and
It's been
Scoops,
called
apparently.
Out of bounds, so maybe a little bobble on the mark from Tom Atkins.
I mean, you've done a decent job in spotting it, because it's hard to
Fourth in
see at
their
this
best
camera
and
quality.
fairest last
It's
year.
just not as good
Absolutely
as
love him at the Cattery.
the proper broadcast. It's quite a step down.
Reeves to Koning. Ball going nowhere.
Yeah, McDonald is playing a lot of time in the middle.
He's got the more decisive fist.
Newcomb
Watson shredded
just
one, step through another.
trying to get it
Tumble
forward. They're
Newcomb
just trying to
buried
thrust it
as
forward, but
he gets moved the
nothing
ball.
more than that.
Not a kind bounce from McGuinness, and in the end, the umpire beats them all to it. Boundary throw-in.
They'll get a chance here, though, the Hawks. They've got a boundary throw and 20 out
7
from
and a half
goal.
played in this quarter. 30-minute quarters.
And there's a goal for the
Reasonable
Hawks.
flick.
Dylan Moore in his new
Second
number
ball.
8.
Did get
Snaps
moved
around the
ball
body.
and just bellies one through for the Hawks first.
Decent
Taken
conversion,
almost
to
a
be honest.
quarter
It's
and a
probably the
half,
best
but they
goal of
finally had
the
their first
game.
major.
Maybe.
1-5,
I don't know.
11 now.
Best goal for the Hawks.
And they trail the Cats by 15 points. He's built a career on
If I'm bored, I'll check out who's in the crowd.
Acts
It's
like
it's
this,
something
Dylan
you do
Moore.
in these sort of games, in all fairness.
on the move.
Because you can do
Read
it.
it beautifully. Swiveled and kicked all in one motion. That's bread and butter
Especially in these
stuff.
sort of grounds as well. When the crowd is a little bit more closer to the action. You see that in the AFL women's as well. Alright, we'll get it back to the middle. Who we got in there? We got Dylan Moore. Meek. They're changing up a little bit here, the Hawks. D'Ambrosio on the wing. I can't see who the other player is. Ward's there. Dempsey's been very, very dangerous.
Back in the
Creating a
middle,
lot
more
of
involved
scoring
again.
chances, isn't he?
Dempsey
Newcomb,
foraging forward
Impey.
off
Here
the
we
deck.
go. Hawthorn are
Table
starting to run
play.
it a little bit.
Get it to Impey.
Give it back to him.
Step. And a start up from Newcomb opened up the door.
Dylan Moore,
Ready to
can he
come
find a
charging
target?
forward. Moore could
Is
give it
that
back to
Watson?
Jarman
Probably
if he
not the
wants.
man I'd
Drew
go
Dempsey
for.
cuts back in
Great
forward.
tackle.
Watson the target. Double foot
Sam
jump.
Butler. He'll get a
Missed it
chance.
away, and Butler buries the tackle.
I think that was a tackle on O'Connor.
So maybe a couple in a row for the Hawks.
Well, that's a little bit more like it, isn't it?
They move
Yeah,
this
that's
well.
good pressure inside 50. You expect that from your small forwards, but you've got to do it.
Sullivan taken the ground by Butler.
When was the last time you've seen me on TV? Apart from that game at the Cattery where I was showing the sign. It's going to go through, and the Hawks have two on the trot.
Just sort of jabs
Here in Dingley.
Did enough to steer it through.
Sam Butler and Connor
Two on
McDonald,
bounce for
the
Hawthorn.
2 goal scorers.
Get the margin back to single figures.
Wonder if Sam Butler will get more of an opportunity in 2026. No, it's not on 7 Plus. If this is on 7 Plus, they wouldn't broadcast something like this on 7 Plus.
3 goals in those.
Do they even what games do they have on 7 Plus this year anyways? Isn't it just on 7? In Melbourne at least. It might be different in regional vehicle like other states. Pretty sure I remember seeing news on West Coast offering Butler a 2-year deal in the Giants-Hawks elimination final.
Oh, that's a superb take out of the ruck.
Yeah, so for his sake, he'd want to get more opportunities at the Hawks. I don't know how many games he played last year, but it wasn't a lot.
But it was effective nonetheless. Long bomb inside forward 50. Mullen came
Oh, well, look at that. Josh Ward.
Little squib kick.
Look at that spin. He just couldn't quite find the target there, but that was exciting.
Stevens and then just didn't find a teammate with the kick. O'Sullivan, right spot, right time.
Well set up, the Hawks. Not giving the Cats much space.
First look at him.
Force them to go long down the line, and they're going to force a turnover. Sicily.
Brother of Max.
Sicily marks.
Just didn't get the purchase on the kick. Chop it its way.
Goes aggressive into the middle, but that's a terrible kick. That's a February-style kick. Geelong will rebound. Is that Neil? It is Neil. Almost takes the mark. They've got numbers, though. Ollie Henry needs to be careful. Good tackle. Good tackle. Who was that? That was Noah Mraz.
Has to squeeze that little handball. Mraz did well.
I am watching from the headquarters of the Easter Bunny. So I'm actually in your establishment, Easter Bunny. It just looks like my place because I've got the same setup here. So someone let me build it downstairs.
Nevitt dumped him after he got rid of it. Stevens shovels one out underground.
Mraz will kick it out of there.
Little toe poke from Meek was clever. Riding. Trying to get one of those.
Internet's been alright actually so far on the stream. No real lag issues or anything like that. So I appreciate that, Easter Bunny. Stevens off one step. Has kicked the goal. So the goal kicking's getting a little bit better here. As the game goes on and the Cats get their first and the second. And look at them. They're really tired on their feet. Whereas I'm sitting on my ass criticising their skills. Who the fuck's spamming?
2 goals in the quarter. Put a good step on Ward.
Cheers, Lockie.
George Stevens.
I assume you'd be watching this game pretty intently since you've got nothing better to do. But also because Geelong are on. There'll only be a teaser of what the graphics are going to look like for the streams this year. Obviously, I won't just have this on the screen.
The goal scorers.
Like, the chat will probably be a bit smaller. It'll probably be half the size.
Ollie Wiltshire and now George Stevens.
We own Hawthorn with or without 90% of the starting team. What do you mean by 90% of the starting team? Bit of an overstretch. I think at best maybe 50% of their starting team isn't playing the Cats. But they still have a number of quality players who played in the grand final. But that just, complimentary to their depth, the Cats. They've got a lot of players who can do their role. But it's only the second quarter, halfway through anyways. This is basically our VFL.
Supplies the tackle, puts the slows.
Barely watching, just surprising to me, to be honest. I get it's a bit of an irrelevant game, but you want to watch just like it's a game of footy for starters. You don't have to worry about going to training to watch them play or anything like that. So you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And you've got Bruin back, Bowes, Clark, O'Sullivan, DeConing. Yes, it's not your full-strength team. A lot of your stars aren't playing, but the fact that you're doing this without a lot of them playing is a good sign. Bruin isn't even playing. Unless he's in the squad.
Halfway through this second quarter. 3 goals in it that have been kicked.
I'm just reading off the squad, to be honest.
Ward leads Driscoll on a merry dance. Finally gets a kick inside, forward 50. Lewis couldn't take the mark, but did some follow-up work.
It's a
Newton
hyper.
applied a
Yeah,
good
I
tackle,
know
but
most of the
couldn't
top
take it.
end, but you're saying
Or
90%.
can, very creative in these situations. Oh, Watson rode it well. Just hurried the kick, had more time.
People like to overkill it when it's not really needed.
When you do an apprenticeship on one of the best crumbing forwards that the game has ever seen in the modern times, you're going to have those kind of skills.
Because how many best
Bruce,
22 players have
an early
Hawthorn got
mentor
out?
for Nick
1,
Watson,
2, 3,
just
4,
see
5, 6.
his fingerprints all over that.
So they've probably got half of their best 22. No, they've got
course, he
half
brought
of
a
what
fair bit
Geelong
natural
have
talent
out
to the table as well, it
of
must be
best
said, Nick
22.
Watson.
And with a lot of Hawthorn fans thinking they're better than Geelong
Meek
regardless, yeah, you
Sort of used
these are the games they should be
his
winning,
opponent.
just on paper. Oh, he was a laid out with a sore finger. I didn't know that.
to leap himself at the ball.
I was going to say, because I haven't seen him out in the field, but maybe I
That was
just
very
have
nearly a
missed
good
him, you know what I
mark to
mean? I
Bodie
haven't been,
Ryan.
like,
Just couldn't complete
glued to the
job.
screen. It hasn't been a
Now
very
they can just
exciting
run
match.
this in a
Great
wave.
play from the Cats there.
Ollie
Henry,
no one
I tell you,
leads that
Henry's
back.
been
Running
a
side
shining
forward
light.
50,
One of the
did
few,
same
not
thing,
one of the
just
few,
stuck
but
it
one
low
of their
flat and got it to
best,
Neil.
I'd say, for the
Couldn't put
Cats.
it
And
up
Shannon
there.
Neal
Henry had every right.
can slot his second to be the only multiple goal
He's done
scorer
the
for
team
Geelong or
thing.
any tide, to be
Neil
honest.
can go back and shoot for his second.
I'm surprised you're streaming this. I couldn't be bothered watching this. No, I just, in case something happens, because footy's footy. If something happens, then I've got a moment I can use for extra content. But just in general,
Led the
Why not?
club in
You know what I
contested
mean?
marks last year, Shannon Neal, and he's nursed that through nicely for his second and their fifth. So Hawks has got back to a single figure margin.
for your sake,
Two
NBA,
in a
there's
row.
like 80 games in the season, so there are that many games to cover that there's probably no
Cats
point in
have
covering
got it
these
back
shitty
to
ones.
20
But when there
points.
isn't as many games in the AFL, only 23 rounds, you know, you probably show more appreciation for these preseason games than maybe you would for other leagues. This is shit. Lots of complaining. I feel like you
15
shouldn't complain
games,
if you're a
14
Geelong
goals
supporter.
last
If
year
you're a
for
neutral
Henry.
supporter, what's the point of complaining? If you're a Hawthorn supporter, I can understand.
You know, he's got all the talent in the world, but just adding another string to the bow there. Some runs, some carries.
Oh, they're playing in
goal
Dingley.
assist
It's the
rather
new
than the goal.
headquarters of Hawthorn. It's the John Kennedy
Meek and young Edwards.
Centre, I think
Up
it's
the
called, or
chimney.
whatever.
Comes the exit kick. Weddle a good fist. Skittles everybody. Might just get this back here, Weddle. Gives Edwards a big shove, and that did open
The Kennedy.
door
It might just be the Kennedy Centre.
for Ward, and then a hurried kick inside. Weddle loops it back. D'Ambrosio. Didn't actually
35
go around
of
onto his
50.
left. Amon checked it once, checked it twice.
It doesn't feel like you've
And then
streamed
found Meek on
35
the
games,
third.
but I'm not on all the games, to be fair.
Ambrosio.
There you
butted
go.
up, little wedge.
That's a
Was
great
good.
finish.
Nash is going to take this himself.
Connor
One
Nash out a
step
bit of
snap.
nothing
Oh,
from
that's
kind of
superb
nowhere.
from the Irishman.
Slots at 45 out. Difficult angle. They're the sort of goals you save for
I
the
don't know
real
if he's kicked
season.
many better goals than that. That looked very assured.
So, little kick from Dan
Thought
Bro.
their
He
way
snaps
through
it
that
from
nicely, the
45
Hawks.
out on a tight angle.
There are a few in brown and gold lining up thinking that they might have been
I don't
the
mind
option,
watching
but
footy
Nash
on a
said, "No,
match,
I've got this."
a footy match on a month. Yeah, that's the thing.
He
Footy's
did it, he
back.
did.
That's the main thing. We know that this is going to be the warm ups ahead of like the main season. We know that it's just going to be footy now on
This
every
is
week for the rest of the
A record for the most Irish
until
players in
Saturday
Europe at
end
any
of
one time.
September. Last Saturday,
Nash.
September.
Mark O'Connor.
If
Killian
this
Burke,
shit was on like in November, let's just
O'Shea
say as an
Mullen.
example, people wouldn't really care as much because it's like there's this and there's still nothing on for another 4 months.
Edwards and Meek.
But when these are on, you just
Ward's
know that
wrapped up by
footy
Myers.
season's right around the corner, just about.
Meek got more of it. Amon.
Cracky games next
Just
week,
a hurried
opening
dump
round the
out of
week
there.
after.
I wasn't sure whether to keep going at the ball or
So
wait
his
for the
opening
bounce.
round
In the end,
actually,
didn't
the
need
first game is in 17 days.
That'll be a free kick going to Burke from County Kerry. Looking to collaborate.
Blink
with
and
his
you'll
fellow. That's
literally
clever
miss
from
it.
O'Connor. Realised he couldn't take possession, just slapped it to the advantage of Clark and do the
Oh,
team things
turnover.
and often be paid back to you, and that's
Hawthorn
exactly
need to
what
make him
happened there.
pay.
Went back to
Shoals the
O'Connor.
lead and he'll get
Close,
there.
Too cute.
They weren't
Trying to pick off the
set
one
up
on two,
the
and
Cats. Well, what is
McDonald
that from
wasted no
Shoal?
time. He just hammered
Doesn't
that
really
to
matter.
Shoal. Shoal a little
So
relaxed on
Hawthorn's
the
starting to
kick,
get back into the
surrounded
game.
by more. He could put the kettle on
Finally
over
starting to
a
get a
quarter.
little bit more creative with their ball movement. 30 plays
He
38.
snaps his second, so 2 in a row for the
Let's
Hawks,
just
4
fix
for
the
quarter.
scores up a little bit. Was Dacos Rob B.O.? Yes, he was. If you saw my TikTok, you'll see that. Where can you watch this game?
8-point
Fox
margin
or
again.
KO? This off-season went so fast.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
dangerous spot
it
to turn
has
it
sort of
over,
felt
as
like
we
that
know in
because I
modern
feel
footy.
like it wasn't that long ago that it was like early December. It didn't really
More
feel like
just-
that long ago,
Saw what was about to unfold and just made a beeline for.
which is weird because I
goal
haven't really
square.
done a lot this off-season, so
Get
you would
his
think that
second.
would feel slower because I've been
Absolutely
doing
no
less,
pressure.
and it's been more of a drag, but maybe not. Obviously not the case. Hasn't felt that really at all.
It's the second time we've seen a player kick a goal and be sent to the middle.
When do
Maybe
I?
there's a new
My
trend
Saints
coming
play it on Thursday
in
night
AFL
against the
footy.
Suns.
Instead of kicking a goal
So we
and
have
coming off, kick a goal and head to the
pretty
next
tough
centre
challenge,
bounce.
but it's good that we have a tough challenge because normally we play
Nash didn't
Essendon
try
and
to
North. It's like
force a handball out. In the end, it was squeezed out anyway.
I actually would
Hawke did
rather
well
us
to
play a
survive that
harder
tackle,
opponent in
find
the
Impey, just had to
preseason, so
handball
we get a
out in
real
hope for
test
some space.
to see where
Play
we're
gather
at.
McKenzie.
Good footy
No
from the
handball
Hawks.
option, so he's just got to bang
Can
it down
Impey
the
finish it
line.
off?
More brilliant. Front and
Well, there's
square
a
of the highest order.
curve in the
Impey can
wind
finish it. Is
with
it
the footy
get
there,
to
but
left to right
it was
work
never
on
going
It
through.
did, but a little late. Almost double crossed himself there. Drew it first and faded it second. It's another behind. 7-point game.
Yeah, probably Lockie. And every year, as the years go past, it gradually feels like the seasons do start earlier, which they do. In all honesty.
Regulation number 4.
Well, the official season starts earlier, but there are more marquee games as well, like the Origin.
O'Connor on the kick in
Last
duties.
year had the
Just
Indigenous
goes for
All-Stars that
distance, so
were in
Sullivan a couple of
mid-Feb.
goes at it. Running past it was Driscoll. Newcomb. Ward's had a bit of it this quarter. Slices one inside forward, 50. Good fly and grab from Clark.
How many games you play? I don't know. Probably not as many as last year of games.
Got some finals experience.
Like I think I said in the last stream, I'd probably rather not just go to games for the sake of going to the games if I'm not even. Like I'm not going with mates, or if I'm not, if I don't have a video plan, or if I don't even have a little short. Like
He did well with a couple bearing down.
Oh, there we go. Look at
Cole
this.
couldn't take
Is
it.
that his third? Oh
Underrated
no,
was
that's
his
not
full
Dylan Moore. That's Cole
defensive work.
Shadia.
McDonald was able to squeeze one out and four.
So he's
Second
obviously
time.
fine from his hit
Hawks
in
have
the
just had a
first
play
quarter.
outstanding all alone in the goal square. This
That
time
rib scare that
it's good to
apparently
see
was a
back
little bit
out
of a
there after
concern.
that rib
38
scare.
plays 37,
The
so
first
there's
quarter,
only 1 point in
the
this.
Hawks have kicked 3 in a row
I've
now.
got to make sure I've got the
Back
scores
within a
right. Yeah, I
point.
think I do. No, Zay. I'm not travelling to Queensland or New South Wales. I'm not doing that much travelling. I don't have that much money to just throw away on the trips I've kind of already done. I wanted to give opening round a chance last year. I always wanted to see what it was like firsthand, and it was.
By McDonald. He's been involved in a couple
Well,
of
it was
scores now.
ruined before I even made
It's
my
one that they've
first,
said might be spending a little bit more time in the midfield. It'll be
you know,
not
trip
a whole lot
with a
of time. It might not happen
flight.
straight away,
Like
but they'll
fucking,
look to inject him
the
into there
cyclone
at
caused me
some
to
point. He's done a lot of
completely
work on his
change my
running
whole
over the
plans.
pre-season. Little show, but couldn't
Originally,
go.
it was supposed to be
Newcomb, Dempsey,
Queensland,
well.
but then it got changed to New
Atkins
South
clean.
Wales. So
O'Connor's
an extra
got time and
600 down
space
the
to
drain
operate
after
in,
that. I
hits the
still was like,
target
well,
nicely.
I'm already this far in. I may as well
Poking
do
Horn.
it anyways. I'm not going to
He's done
just
a couple of good things. He's presented up
back out of
pretty
it at this
well.
stage.
Just
So
going to square this up. Hot spot
yeah, it was
sort of
alright.
areas.
It was all right. That's all it was though. It was just
Resti well to spoil and then find it off the deck. Slick was
probably
the
because of
dish
the
from Newcomb to
fact that
Ward.
my side
Sticks it
wasn't
low
a
to
part of it.
McDonald, who's come up the ground.
I didn't find it as enjoyable.
50 metres.
And there were just the 2 games as well. And there was a break
Just not
on the
getting back.
Saturday, so it just felt weird.
So McDonald doesn't pull the trigger to go inside.
Look at that.
And Perez might just light this up here.
Who
from
was
the
that
arc.
kicked
He
it?
has a ping, and that's one way
One
to
of
put your name up in
Hawthorn's
lights.
rookies
Looking for a list spot.
kicks it from
And he's
outside
laced that.
50 to put him in front. So now Hawthorn are finally starting to get things going. Who actually was that?
That's a good story. Pick 35 in the 2019 draft. He listed at the end of 2023.
I can't even see his number.
After
Oh,
24
okay,
games
39.
with the Roos,
So Flynn Perez,
Hawthorn have invited him
Flynn
to come and train
Perez,
this
he's
pre-season, and he has really
not
impressed.
someone I'm too familiar with.
a whole lot
I've heard of the
levels.
name, but
Fighting it out for the last
55
spot.
metres out, that'll help his
Trying to make
causes.
the most of, well, a pre-second chance.
Would
Second
SA
chance
be in
and a second
consideration
chance.
for Origin? I think that's what they're
The
going to
boy
do. I
from
think they're going to
Bendigo.
play Victoria v SA. Hawthorn have kicked
He moved
6
to
goals,
South Australia, joined Sturt in 2024. He won a
and
SANFL premiership.
they've done it in quick succession.
Last
I don't
year,
think they had a
he
goal
was
until
playing
like 10
VFL
minutes in this
Poland.
quarter. So they've kicked 6 goals in 15 minutes.
But he has a
15
SANFL
actual
premiership
minutes,
next to
not
his
like,
name.
you know, minutes on the clock.
Free kick in the middle for
We
Stevens.
could get a close game, maybe. That's if the Cats can stay
Just hammers that
stay
in low,
level.
flat
Right now, they don't
hard.
look like
No mark
staying
taken
level.
for Nevitt, riding from Werribee, ridden in.
You'll be able to have
deck
more
by
personal
O'Connor.
time this
The
season.
ball up.
Well, I did have personal time when I was on the trips because I was staying at hotels and shit by myself anyways. But I know what you mean.
Reeves gave it straight to O'Connor. Taken the ground and dispossessed. O'Connor rolled 360 in the Scrimshaw tackle.
I know, I
Broke
get
away,
what you mean
keeps
by
the
that
whistle
statement.
away until he decides that this is going nowhere.
But I've had enough personal time in the last 3 months. I don't need any more.
Another ball
I
up.
don't need as
Reeves,
much.
Newcomb,
Yes,
taking
I'll
the
be going to
ground.
gather around. Probably doing everything
So
last
repeat
minute as
stoppages.
usual.
Hawks in front for the first time.
I'm not going to make it a need. If I can't get to a game, I won't.
It's been pretty physical at times.
I'm not going to do it again next year.
State of Origin setting the tone for a physical start to the pre-season. How good to have.
It feels
State
like
of
you've already
Origin
lost
back.
that little sense of passion for the Cats.
Ward did
Not
well,
really putting
just
too
to get
much
enough on
care
it
into
so
this
that Mullen
game.
wouldn't take the mark. Had time to recover. A
Not
tumbler
making it a
from Jack
priority
Henry.
going to every Cats game, which
Courage to
you
go
don't
with
need
the
to make it a
flight.
priority. I'll say
And
that
that
for
was
sure. But
Wiltshire. Affected the contest.
certainly did the
Hawks
last couple
struggling to
seasons.
clear. Wiltshire forces a turn from Scrimshaw. He steps
You went
through
to
a
every
couple of
game last year,
raindrops.
yeah?
Ward strong in the air with Mullen bearing down. They've got out of this okay, the Hawks. It's a rainmaker from Ward. High, long down the line. Lewis and Scholl both flew, and
Who are the
ground
recruits
level.
you're looking forward to? All 4 of them.
got a little hand in. Lewis wrapped up. Ball up.
Oh, do you want me to rank them? You probably do want me to rank them. Who
Reeves.
am I looking forward to most?
Nash fended off Stevens the first time.
I'll do it. I'll do it when the play
Drive,
stops
high
here because
balance
Watson
inside
is
450. Watson flew. Look at the
actually
recovery. Lands on his
taking
feet,
the piss
shreds a
right
couple
now.
tackles. Now,
That almost
the
went through
Candy
for a goal.
Commerce to the highest order. McDonald end over end. Little shove
Who would I
on
have
the
number
line
1?
from
I'd probably
Diaz,
have
trying to get rid of Jack
DeConing because he
Henry,
was our biggest signing,
who got a little piece of
and
it.
he's got the highest ceiling of talent.
Oh, Nick Watson. is
But
gonna get the
Flanders
goal of
also
the
has a
year
pretty
at
high
some
ceiling,
point.
so I'd probably have
Absolutely
Silvani
guaranteed.
last.
It'll be something along the lines of that.
Flanders,
Had the
then
fly,
Ryan,
had
then
the
Silvani.
recovery, breaking tackles, selling candy.
How do you watch it?
He
I
will
think
be
this
a
is only on
turnstile
Fox
ticker
Footy
if
and
he's not
KO.
already. Now in the famous
So it's
number
not
5,
really-
Hawthorn, that's
You don't really get a lot of
It's a number
coverage
that
from this
carries
at
so
all
much
on the
prestige.
AFL app.
Peter Crimmins, of
Or on
course,
the
and then
website.
some of Hawks' very best, including the coach, Sam Mitchell. Close seems
There's
to be
an
okay.
article if you want. I'll put it in
After a little
chat where you
scare
can get
earlier.
all of the live
Sidewinder
updates,
inside forward
but you
50,
get
and
photo
Perez just lost
updates.
Polkinghorn. A
With the
couple of
form of an
marks
article.
inside the arc
And I've
for Jay Polkinghorn.
butchered the scores here, but I don't know why it's not 6 goals 8.
He's been a reliable scoring threat for the Cats in the VFL. Leading goal kicker. Very
I'll
good
put the
overhead
article on
mark.
the
He won a
screen
premiership
chat.
with Norwood Reserves in 2024. He kicked 2 in that
If my mouse is
from 17 disposals in that grand final. He's putting his best foot forward
that'll
today,
work,
though.
you guys will be able to click on that. So
Just to give the Cats
29-22
back
on
the lead.
the
He's counting
clock.
goals now, and that hasn't registered
Remember,
a
a
score at
30-minute
all.
quarters
Out of
here,
bounds on
so
full.
no time on. It'll end on the dot. The Hawks have done well to get back into this game. In fact, they're well on top right now, and they might even go again.
That's a
Impey,
confident kick.
Newcomb,
Good chase too.
and
Be
that's
able to come
the
away.
finishing
Dempsey
kick still
almost
been a bit of an
fingertip
issue.
to
Been
it.
better
Newcomb on
in this
the
quarter, but still
non-preferred.
has
Didn't put
been
it to the right side for Deer. He
a
did, though, for
shining
Jack
issue.
Henry.
You can hear some kid in the background counting down the seconds. All right, there's going to be halftime.
Siren sounds to end
My guess it's going to be a 20-minute break. I don't think it's going to be a longer
Hawks
break
kicked
because of
5 in
the
that quarter,
heat,
including 4
but
in
it
a
might
row.
be. It's
Cats got a
34
couple.
right now in Dingley.
They had been dominating possession and really holding sway until probably the last half of that quarter when the Hawks clicked into
Yeah,
gear.
so the goal
So at
scorers for
halftime,
Hawthorn there.
Kennedy Community Centre, 6-7-43. The Hawks
Trying to
have got a
remember them
5-point
all.
lead over the Cats. 5-8,
It was
38.
Nash, Perez, Moore with 2. Moore with 2. Dia. And not gonna lie, I can't remember the last goal scorer. Does anyone not actually remember who the other one was? Did McDonald kick one? Oh, Butler. It was 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 Butler. Sam Butler. So those are the 6 goal scorers for Hawthorn. Go to the Mighty Cats is Brett Riley. Yeah, you can't watch on the AFL Live app. They don't really do much to accommodate for these match-in games. But in the meantime, let's test my AFL number knowledge for a little bit and maybe have a look at fantasy, but I don't think I'll do that yet. Alright, I'll just move it so you can see. Oh, this is a little easy, but we'll play the easy one because I actually played this a couple times in the last couple of weeks, and even on easy I was actually doing really bad because I was just out of the footy league big time. I just wasn't even familiar with the easy players, let alone the difficult ones that we'll see a little bit later on. So I'll see if I can get to ideally 10 if this is going to be all accurate. I don't think Ben Hobbs is actually in, on the list for 2026, so this must be a little bit outdated. Actually, this is going to be very fucking outdated. It's not going to give me the new play numbers. Alright, well, let's go through the easy ones then. We'll bump up the difficulty, we'll play a few rounds. Yeah, so if this is still Travis Boak, this is 2025, which is kind of not helping because I want to be familiar with the 47 for St Kilda. It took me a minute there to go. Who the fuck's 47? If this is going to help me learn the new numbers at all, it's actually going to get me worse. Doesn't play for them anymore.
He's had a really lively final series, Jesse. This is what you can't let him do.
Doesn't play for us anymore as well. This is not helpful at all. Half the list, half the numbers we've got don't even play for their teams anymore. McGovern, I think it's McGovern. You have all the chances to finish third. The Cats, I'd still be pretty confident as a Cat supporter. You always are heading into a season. No nerves. I don't think there are any nerves for any Geelong fans. Or any feelings of uneasiness. You haven't got like any glaring injury issues. I know Jamie Cameron might be in doubt for the start of the year, but yeah, apart from that, really, you haven't got any concerns. Mike is also not playing for the Collingwood. We had 5 players that aren't even on the list anymore. Stewart. All right, I'm gonna bump it to medium. I think I can do it mid-game. I can do it mid-game, but hopefully it doesn't lose my streak. This is where I'm going to start to struggle a little bit more. I think Parrish is 3. Oh, it has fucked my streak up. Hold up. Can't even see it on the screen. Let me just give up. Give up for now.
And this no-look handball from Callady. This works in round 15. It doesn't work in a prelim final. The intensity and defence, there's too much pressure on you.
Unbelievable heat in the game now. Ward with a clearing kick. Hogan and Moore and Howe from the side. Everyone involved.
Do I need best streak on the right? No, I don't actually need it. But you want to see calm streak. Daniel Kerner, what's going on? Alright, we'll go medium. We'll go another game. Carlton 7. Oh, it's Jacob Smith. I'm not going to lie, he hasn't played a game yet, so benefit doubt that one. Not the worst mistake. I wasn't confident in it either. Should get this one. 5. Is it Draper? Sid Draper? It's because he doesn't play for Adelaide anymore. He doesn't play for him. He retired. Just wanted to make sure.
Listen to this noise. Collingwood.
Matt Crouch is retired. They've got to update this website, otherwise I'm not going to play it during streams. Simple as that. It's a good game. I like the concept and all. It's fun to play on streams and all that, but realistically, there's no point in me actually doing this if it's going to give me wrong number names and all that. 14 for Adelaide. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I probably can't remember. I should remember that 14. 14. It's Soligo, isn't it?
You've all represented your clubs, your states, and your country.
I know Blues Bagger's just going to spam the names in the stream, but I'm not reading his comments. I don't want him.
And at the end, we will crown the ultimate sport.
Buckley, I think. I might be wrong. I might be very wrong. No, I'm right. I don't want to look at the comments. I wanted to actually think for myself. Yeah.
It's all mental, bro.
Yeah. So far, at least, so good. All three are still wearing that number, I believe.
Your clubs, your states,
although Bobby Hill doesn't even play for the Pies anymore, realistically. I mean, he obviously still does. He might not play at all this year.
And at the end,
I don't think this is this shouldn't be on medium. It's not a medium difficulty number to get.
Let's go!
Yeah, West Coast. Oh no, it's Kelly.
It's all mental, bro.
Alright, you can. Fair enough, mate. Put the name in and just spam the chat with it, but I'm not going to take anything logic from it at all. Who's number 4 for Josh Dacos? Should be quicker. There should be like a time. Oh, no, there is a timer. But it's a 30-second timer. So I've got a bit of time. 8 for the Cats. 8 for the Cats.
Yeah, clear high contact there. Good contest from Frampton early. That's what he has to do.
I want to say it's Clark.
backwards with the handball and just a bit of control here, McKenna.
Apologise.
Neil, just down the wing. High footy, McInerney, Cox in front.
Let's go hard now.
Danaher skirting the front of the pack.
I probably haven't enough to unlock the hard mode, but I'm just going to do it anyway. So it's annoying because they're not the actual numbers. 40 for Melbourne. This is where I will start struggling because I'm actually not very sure at all here. 40 for the... It's one of the new players. I'm going to go Jefferson, but it might not be him. It's Woe Woden. Sorry, the reason I'm not reading chats for the Blue Baggers is he's just going to put the answer in. So if anyone even wants to say anything, I can't stop putting the answers in, basically. 26.
Collingwood forward, 50 end. McInerney
Far
does
out,
well.
man.
Kick into the middle. Split decision. Rayner with just
Check chat if I need help.
Handball not so good. Gobbled up by Hoskin.
Well, put it in chat then.
Kick around the corner. McCreary may have
I'm
infringed
going to run out of time. Yes, it's probably too late.
Unsure what to do. Round the body's kicked it. He's got it. Myatek has got Collingwood's third goal.
has one already, Bobby Hill,
Port Adelaide 23.
to give the Magpies back the lead. And
I
he
think it's
has
Burgoyne, but it
boxed
might
it.
not be. I'm really struggling here, as you can tell.
Harris
Dylan Williams.
Andrews. Coleman.
Got that one wrong.
They build.
I know Burgoyne's not
Electric
23,
by
but he was
foot.
just a player.
Hit with the target more. Maynard. They're all there. McCluggage. McCarthy.
I think this is Worrell.
That's
I
magnificent.
might have got this
He
one wrong.
drills it.
Fucking hell, that's Sid Draper. Well, it's not Sid Draper anymore. That's the problem.
Wow, look at
That's
that
the
for a
issue.
Hills hoist.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to do another quiz. I'm going to do a Sporkle quiz instead. How long do we have? How long do we actually have before the second half? I've got the screen on me, so I don't have to worry. I've got another screen
Pendlebury, it's tense. It
with
really
just the
is
footy on.
tense.
So
He's jammed it
yeah, and it's got the
home.
2023
And the
grand
black and
final on.
white Risers won.
Why are they showing the 2023 grand final?
Less
We've got nothing
than a
better to
kick in
show,
it.
clearly. Let's just do an AFL 2026, whatever I can find. I've done quite a few of these quizzes, to be honest, as you can see. I've actually done a few of these, but
Really good.
one that I'll be able to complete in like 8 minutes. I mean, I could do that one. Every current player with 200 games. All right, that should be easy. If I don't get this one right, banish me to the dungeon. 71. That should be easy. It should be quite easy, shouldn't it? All right, we'll start. Pendlebury. You guys can help out in chat. Actually, I don't really care because I should be getting these ones anyway. They should just be flying off the tongue.
Flicking it wide.
Danger.
Markov.
No, so
Got it back
I can't be
to
going after three.
McCluggage.
Side bottom,
Centering ball
North
from
Melbourne,
McCluggage. Danaher
Darling and
plays
Parker.
on
You sort of
and
not
kicks a
forget, but
goal.
like they shouldn't be North players that have played 3-2. North don't deserve to have 300 game players in their list.
4-point lead
300
to
games for
Collingwood.
Brisbane.
Umpire throws it up.
I think Zorko,
Cox in the
Adelaide.
middle. Confronted by Berry. Beautiful
Cox,
spinning pirouette. The kick off the side of the boot.
Good
Hoskin
size.
Elliott to mark.
He's
Can he
playing
get
300
there?
games very
Press.
early in 2026. Brisbane have another player.
Here go Brisbane. I think the advantage has played Brisbane's way. More with the punch.
I'm not sure why I'm so stuck with this one. It's not Lockie Neal. I don't think he's played it. Oh, it is Lockie Neal. Hawthorn. Hawthorn don't have a lot of young players. Probably Gunston. It was Neil. You can put it in the just don't put the coming up ones. I don't want you to just fill the whole chat up with ones that I haven't done yet. Geelong is going to be. I have a lot of time here. Jeremy Cameron. Let's be a little bit quicker though. St Kilda. I'm going to have Brad Hill. Collingwood. I'm going to Jeremy Howe. No, there'll be another one. It might be Chris because he's played that many games for Adelaide. Is it Ollie Meyer? The 2073 game. Sydney. I'm going to Dane Rampy. West Coast. All of the oldies have retired, haven't they? It's not Yo. But he's on the list. He's just not there. It's not Liam Duggan. It could be, but he's also on the list. He's on 200. It wasn't Jamie Elliott, actually, so you got that one wrong there. First one you might have got wrong on the screen. West Coast, 272 games. I'm still stuck on this one. I could just move on. Unless it's not going to count McGovern. I know it's not going to count McGovern. He's retired. Let's just go to Sydney. I'm going to go Jake Lloyd. St Kilda should be getting the Saints ones.
Here's Sicily reading that beautifully.
I think it's another player who used to play for another club. Or maybe not.
He's got some traffic around him.
It might be someone who has been... No, I don't think it... I think it's a former... Played another club. Fuck, I don't... It could be Sinclair. No, it's two... He's got 2 10s. Mate, what is going on? Why can't I think of this player? 270 games, he's not Hill. I'm just going to move on. I shouldn't be moving on from our own team, but I'll move on. To Laird. Toby. Green,
Finds Liam Shields. Had 50 possessions, Tom Mitchell, in a game
Bulldogs,
against Collingwood last year. And there was
Liberatore.
some talk about whether it was a good 50, Richo. Well,
There's
I'm sure there
so
is.
many Bulldogs players with
Couldn't
a
be a bad
similar amount of
50, I wouldn't
games.
have thought.
258, 258 and 257.
Side bottom so smooth.
And
Off
Lob
to
could be there,
Maynard.
no,
Look
he
at the
isn't.
closing speed of Rioli. It's coming back in
Whitfield. I
because
still
of
got to
that.
figure out who that
Mitchell's
St Kilda
hands.
player is, for fuck's
Burgoyne,
sake.
look out. Goal.
It's not Mason Wood.
Second term. Little one from Grundy to Treloar. Nicely done, Pendlebury back to Treloar. Didn't quite time the kick.
You're
Under
putting
severe
these
pressure,
messages
high
like
ball.
so late. Dane
McAvoy
Rampy,
got hands
I've
to
done
it.
that
There
2
is
minutes
Mitchell,
ago.
just everywhere the ball is.
Essendon, Merritt.
Cox and McAvoy.
Melbourne have so many.
Pendlebury over the top of the footy. There is Stratton.
It is good.
Salem.
Johnny Rioli got
They're
through
not
his
going to
hands.
count Oliver and Petrarca
Bruce
though, because they don't
sweeping
play for them
handball.
anymore. But I'll put them in. So
Well
who are
done.
those 4 Melbourne players?
Rough
Tom
hit.
McDonald,
Got it to Impey. Impey
Vaughan,
to Howe.
Viney,
Howe to Mitchell. Got Burgoyne running
maybe
with him.
May and Lever.
Should use him. Doesn't want
I've
to.
got so many
And the left
in the
foot
same
Rioli. It's a
not
downfield
Lever.
free. Treloar can't believe
in the
it.
same bracket
He'll
again.
take his very best. A heavy night.
I'm not doing. I'm actually
Instead
really
goes
not
for
doing as
Rough
well
hit.
as I thought.
Doesn't quite
For,
get
for
him.
Richmond,
Ruff goes back and finds it.
it
Gives
could
it to Mitchell.
could
Just
be
sits it
broad
to
or
a
it could be
real
named
dangerous
Curvis.
spot. Gets it to side bottom, who's always
Or
clean,
it
and then
could
Grundy.
be.
Great forward pressure from the Hawks, and they've copped it up. Under
Would
some
Adam
real
Treloar be on the
duress.
list?
And Tom Mitchell.
Yeah, he would be.
Oh, what about
I,
this?
I,
This
I
is
forget
disposal
about
number
Treloar a little bit
18.
because
He had
he didn't
50
play much
possessions
last
in
year.
round 9
So
last
there's
year.
one.
He had 35 and kicked 2 goals in round 15. Got the 6 Brownlow
He
votes
kind
for
of
the 2
basically
games.
giving me that one.
And he's on track for
Carlton
another record tonight.
234.
Extraordinary.
Nick Haynes, I reckon.
What a selection.
Brisbane
He's proven to
233.
be.
I'm going to go
Home and away
McCluggage.
record, 4
No, that's
possessions last
209.
year. Couldn't have had a better season.
All right, Ryan Lester might be. Yeah. Carlton 230. Nick Haynes. Maybe like
Working his
Adam
way to the
Saab.
front.
Williams.
Ace trying to go off the ground. We've
Cripps.
got to hold him on Mitchell.
Oh, Jamie Cripps was
So
that
some
player.
already disgruntled Collingwood fans,
Yeah, he definitely has played over 200 games. 230 for the Giants.
22 possessions. Extraordinary.
Jack Gunston.
Took back to
Mate,
Murray.
why did you
Maybe
just
this
put
is
Jack Gunston in the
couple of
screen?
seconds of
Literally, I had him down
cut
like
off Sicily.
at the start.
Mitchell's hands. Jarman Impey, first game with his new
Giants.
club. Around the body, not enough. So now we get to this dangerous
Could be
position
Hogan.
for Collingwood.
No,
they
that's bad
must
enough.
respond. You look at
Hogan.
the ball magnet. That is Tom
Whitfield,
Mitchell.
Kelly.
Out the middle. High ball forward. Again,
I've
rough
done
hit in
Whitfield.
good
I don't
shape.
think I've done
Had
Whitfield.
a play of it. To the ground. Bruce goes
Oh, I
and
have
finds
done
it
Whitfield.
again. The
Have
handball
I done
to space.
Helio?
It comes to Bruce. It's taken
Collingwood,
the Pendlebury tackle. Brilliant
Darcy
Pendlebury.
Moore,
Won the footy back.
Maynard,
Treloar now with real issues. Howe
Geelong,
taken to ground. Locked up
45
footy
out of
on the wing.
71. How long left on half
And
time?
then he lowers the eyes.
No timer, but I'm going to say another 5 or so minutes. So when this is finished, we'll have half time ready. This is just occupying that spot.
Kicked it straight into the feet of a
Sydney,
defender.
could Heaney be on this
Oh,
list?
big
He
hit
is on this
Adams.
list. Could Grundy also
Nicely
be on this
picked up
list?
by
I think
Mitchell.
he is. He is on the
Come up with
list.
another
All right, let's
opportunity
keep
here.
smashing this out.
There is
Harris Andrews,
Number 50 for Tom
Richmond,
Mitchell.
maybe Nick Vlosten.
Fisted away Mitchell wants more of it. Look at the hunger for the footy. O'Meara really was
I
outstanding
can spell
early.
his name right. It might not be him. No, he is at the top.
Boundary throw in. Cox to the back,
So there's
Mitchell
another
again.
Richmond player.
54. The great Greg
Harry
Williams.
Cunningham, I get.
And Gary
Yeah,
Ablett Jr. at
he's a
53
good one for
apiece.
later, but
It's
he's not that Sydney player.
because
If you think you're talking about this Sydney player, he's certainly not that Sydney player. Geelong, after
It's
Maynard,
just been sublime from the start
he
of the
might be
game,
playing
Tom
this
Mitchell.
game for all we know. It could be. He really could be. It could be Buse, or it could be Kolajasny. How am I going to spell the...
your states and your country? But for the
I reckon he's
first
played
time,
almost 200 games.
you'll be
Atkins?
representing your code, and at the end,
I've done Stewart.
we'll crown the ultimate sport.
Shit, I'd be pissed if I don't get all of them here. Dion Prestia, good one. That'd be the player, yep. Geelong, you may as well put names in now, because I'm starting to like... Not struggle. We still have 7 minutes, but the second half starting now, so let's just fucking do
Second
it.
half
Let's just
action
get
about
these
to get
names
underway
down.
at the Kennedy Community
Sydney
Centre.
Giants,
First of the match sim phase
I reckon
of this
Himmelberg is
preseason
on this.
2026. Hawthorn hosting
He's at the very
Geelong.
bottom. Fremantle,
better of the start. They were dominant in the first quarter and
Luke
a half.
Ryan,
Hawthorn started to
Pierce.
find their rhythm, find their flow, and they went in half time.
No, O'Connor's definitely not there. I've already done Blixaz. O'Meara would be there. Yep, good name. That's the only Freo. That's actually the most game played for a Freo player.
To put his name on the score sheet.
Second half is underway, but what we'll do is we'll just leave it here until I finish it. But I don't want to be like taking too much of my attention away from the actual game.
It's a hot day in Dingley.
But
Underway again.
I want to finish this quiz.
Newcomb
So
was being warned.
we'll just we'll see what happens, I
Newcomb's
guess,
gonna get
with
the
my
free.
my other eye. Weddle has the footy. Come on, fucking need names, chap. Not Zerha. No, he never would have been it. North Melbourne could be Simkin. It could be Luke McDonald. Probably not actually. North Melbourne could be. It's probably Talib Daniel, isn't it? It is.
Pretty much with a
I know the game started. I've put up the scoreboard and I'll move when I finish this. We only have like 5 minutes. The quicker we get this done, the quicker we finish, obviously. Wiedering.
Hawks missing some stars as well.
You haven't done Brody
really
Smith.
To the man on the mark was Bodie
He's
Ryan,
not playing
so
for the
now
Crows
Nevitt with
anymore.
task and Ward absolutely
You should know
brilliant in
that.
the
Cook
tackle.
Miller. Geelong.
On the left, fans it out.
Don't worry, nothing's happened in the game. Oh, Stanley. He's not playing though. He'd be in there.
Respite in the shade. It is a magnificent facility.
Gold
that
Coast
Hawthorn's
have quite
built
a
here. This Kennedy Centre is absolutely elite.
Weddle.
She
has the footy.
worked so hard, came out of defence. He was the option up
Jed
forward.
Hughes.
Such a difficult
I
matchup.
don't think Jed Hughes, but we'll see.
Just got the step on O'Sullivan.
St Kilda Jack McRae. Yes, that's the player.
Points towards goal.
Oh, what a mark
Come back on the breeze.
from Mitch
That's a
Lewis.
Really good mark from Lewis. There was blocking that went on for him. There was Jocelyn
All right, he's gonna
behind.
set.
Just had
He's
eyes
gonna
for
have a
footy.
set shot here, and he's. Why is Chol on the mark there?
He takes a very strong mark.
Want to look at that
He can get a
replay.
full
Lewis
season
with the
with
mark.
this
It might
man.
not have been that good though, but I just saw a bit of a
That'll be
pack.
real threat. First of the second half.
But we need to
goes
finish
the
this
Hawks.
quiz. We're
Biggest
at
lead they've had.
4:33. Taylor
It's
Adams.
11 points.
If we can't finish it with the help of chat,
8th finish last year
there are
for the
some
Hawks.
serious
all the way
problems.
through a prelim.
Because I got three things I'm trying to like focus on: the game,
Lions
the
going
chat,
back
and
to
this
back,
as well.
just
So it's like
announced
I've got a lot of things.
Co-captains
Adelaide
joining Harris Andrews
could be Jordan Dawson
be
actually.
Josh
He actually
Dunkley.
could have made the cut.
and Hugh McCluggage.
No, he
which off
hasn't.
A state of origin
Melbourne.
campaign.
Missing
So
3
two players
Melbourne
stepping in to
players.
replace Lockie Neal, who stood down. And
Melksham
Kilda
is a
announced
good
today
one.
that Cal Wilkie and Jack
I
Sinclair
think I've
will
got
be their
Maynard.
co-captains coming into 2026.
Geelong playing literally anyone from their main. Yeah, I'll show you the lineup in a second. They are. They've got probably half of their main squad
The
out.
club let him go.
Liam Duggan. I've already done these plays, mate. Bruce isn't in
So
the
11
team anymore.
points, the Hawks
He's
lead.
retired.
30-minute
Hawthorn
quarters,
get out the
no
middle
time
again. Oh, look at that.
off. Beautiful Meek Newcomb
Absolutely
on the verge, their player of the
perfection,
finals. That
basically.
kick is extraordinary in the hands, just as
Well
good.
done, Newcomb, Meek, Josh Ward,
Perfect
and
extraction.
Lewis might go for 2 goals in a minute.
And pinpoint
We
was
need
the
10 more
pass.
plays here. I've done Lever. It can't be Bruce. Remember, we can't be Bruced. Daniel Rioli. Yes. Yes. That's a good one. Sammy, do you have any players
Just the
that
8
it could
games
be?
last year,
As
4 the year before
Lewis from 45 out.
that.
Slots
Shapes
it.
a big season
The Hawks have kicked
for the man
8
in the number 2.
of the
and
last
that is
10, I think.
sweetly struck.
They were down
He's
by
second
around
in a row.
20 after not scoring a goal 10 minutes into the second, and now they've got 8, 3 minutes into the third.
Lead out to 17 points now. Hawks have been stringing them together.
Yeah, I will be going to Ballarat for that game. Do I have May and McDonald?
kicked the first
Yes,
3
you can.
goals
You
of the
can.
game.
You can
Hawks
see
were
the
struggling
names
with
I've already
inaccuracy.
gotten. Shy Bolton. Well, there's no Freo players remaining. We are actually useless at this. How can we not
They've
get
outscored Geelong 6 goals
the
to 2 since
full
quarter time.
amount in the amount of time that we have with the whole chat supposedly trying to help?
Watch that
George
on
Hewitt.
repeat
Nice.
if you're the midfield coaches.
We
for
need
the
8 more
Hawks.
names. We need some Collingwood names and some Melbourne names. It's just
One
and
actual
some
possession before the
GWS.
goal.
Hawthorn. There's another
Atkins tough stuff. Warple
Sicily.
put it into some space by hand, and Myers
Hawthorn.
is an elite
Oh,
operator in
Barras.
those
I reckon
situations.
it's Barras.
D'Ambrosio did well to halve
Is
that
it
contest with Dempsey. Hughes
No.
makes sure it doesn't go any further than
I've
that.
already done Vloston. I've already done Walker. No, it's not Buckley. We're screwed.
Myers again,
We
he's
are
had a lot of it.
screwed.
Spending more
It's
time
players that
around the
aren't
ball.
retired. It's all current players.
Weddle,
Yeah, it's all
McCann's
current
up to the rope
games
again,
played
it's on the
prior to the
non-preferred. Might come
2026
off
season
okay.
as Hawthorn go
Watson.
into attack once again. And Lewis for
Just the
3
human highlight
grabs at the
reel.
apple.
McGuinness
Almost for
butted up,
3
got it
in
back.
3 minutes.
Lewis doesn't complete the mark.
Yeah, String'd be that player, I reckon.
He's worth just a camera on him. A solo follow for Nick Watson.
We'll definitely know every player that's on this list that we don't get. But that's the frustrating part about it, isn't it?
Brilliant mark. He
Could be
is
Brody
a lot
Mychek, actually.
stronger.
No, it isn't.
And he might look.
We still
He's a
need 2
very
more Melbourne
courageous
players. So
player
think
too.
of like, Jack Steele, I reckon.
Methodical
Yeah,
build up
Steele,
the
and I got
Cats.
that.
Impey,
No one
Team
else
fringe
got
on
it.
close,
Ollie
close, certainly
Wines.
thought
So
so.
we've got Ollie
Newcomb
Wines.
360.
We do need one more poor player. That could be
Last
like
weight that came away with it.
a Darcy Byrne-Jones, maybe. It is
Name
Collingwood.
was mentioned a lot in the
Do we want to
off-season.
pause? Semi-cheating. We got 5 more to
In
go.
fact,
I just quickly
Spartan
glanced at the
McDonald,
game because that's what we should be watching. That's what we should be
He's
covering. As
with you at the
high
club now.
tackle should be
Got a
given
lot of
there
speed.
to Nick Watson, so he gets his standard
Watson involved again.
1 high
Was he
tackle a
taken
week
high? Umpire said yes, they're not
in the number
officiating.
5, as you'd expect of a player like him. But obviously, that was there. Not much you can do when he's the shortest player on the field.
Watson will get the free kick.
Have you done Elliot? Neil Bullen's a good name. I don't think. Oh, actually, yeah, I think Ed Langan. Actually, all right, fine. Ed Langan and Neil Bullen, and let's go and stop the clock. Let's stop the clock. Is it cheating? It probably is cheating, actually, to be honest. But I just want to get all the names.
36
And
goals
Nick
last
Watson
year, third most for the Hawks.
Has
Season
put the
2025.
goal straight through the middle.
That's looking very
So
good
they
off
are
the boot. Does it work
cruising
enough? Yes,
right
it
now. The
does.
Hawks
First
have
of the
absolutely
afternoon for the Wizard.
turned this game around, and they are looking
We're
pretty
only
good.
just scratching the surface.
They weren't looking as much of that, though, in the
The
first
magic
quarter, with the
that he
skills
brings to
being
the
as sloppy
table.
as I've ever seen. But this is some good footy.
Top 10 in last year's
Kind of like
best
a
and
training
fairest
drill
as
at
well.
times. All right. Someone said Amon. I think I already tried him. Could be maybe Impey. It is him. All right. 2 more
So
players.
6 in a row now for the Hawks. They've
And I'm not
brought
going to
in,
pause it here.
on paper, a much more experienced lineup than the Cats have.
Goey, not
no
to Goey.
Dangerfield, Smith, Stewart, Holmes, Humphries.
Who's even on the Geelong team? I'll show you in 20
Coming off
seconds
State
when
of
this is
Origin
finished. I don't
duties.
think we're
Yeah,
going to get
great
these
to
done.
see State of
We need
Origin
2
back.
Collingwood players.
Long overdue.
How could Collingwood be the team?
One of the great tragedies the game endured was letting it dwindle and die on the vine, but well done to everybody who brought that back, and the players especially for the way that they attacked the game.
No, literally 2
What a
Collingwood players
spectacle
we're going
that
to miss out on.
was.
It's
Triumph.
Jamie Did I
Long
not
way
do
at start.
Elliot? And
Jeremy
Membry as
Cameron's
well.
couldn't take his
Wow.
place.
Former Saint.
No battle Barassa,
Did I
but
not
Gunston
do
for the
Elliot? Because
Hawks
obviously
either for the
Elliot
same
was, I think,
reasons.
was mentioned a couple times. I'm
Hawks go
almost
forward
certain I put
again.
his name in. Anyways,
Connor.
it doesn't matter. It does not fucking really matter that
Go
much. So
inside,
61
inside
plays
on
38
outside.
in the other game. Oh
Hawthorn's
yeah,
been
someone wanted to
impressive
see
in
what the
this
squad
game. That
was
mark is exactly that,
for
though.
the Cats, which I may as well just show you.
Bailey McDonald.
I told you Membry and
Good
Elliot
pluck.
10. No, you didn't tell me that 10 times, actually.
There's the short option to Nash. Kicked a ripper in
Unless
the
your
second term.
comments aren't going through, which there's a reason probably for that. You're probably putting too many in. You did not put Membry in once. You can see the chat on my screen that you'll know that
On the slow
you'll know that it
build-up,
hasn't
went
come
on the
through. As
fly.
Hawthorn are
Lewis
going
the
through for
crumbs.
another
He
goal
took that cleanly.
and
Farmed out a
slots
little
it.
handball. Butler time to steady.
Trying to see who that was.
shoot,
It may have been Sam Butler again, actually.
and splits them.
Hawthorn have absolutely turned this game on its head, playing with
That's
with
7
a
in
lot
a row
more
now
passion.
for the
All right.
Hawks.
So 10-7-67 Hawthorn, 5-8-38. I just want a confirmation. I think that was Butler. This is the Cat squad, though, so I wouldn't be too worried if you're Geelong,
Second for Butler.
purely because of how many players are out and the heat, I guess, as well. But yeah, Geelong have Polkinghorn, Bruin. So absent from their lineup is half of their list, basically. Half their main side.
29 points, biggest lead of the game.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Hawthorn.
5, 6, 7.
This
Did
ground
Conway
is
play in the grand final? I think he
very,
may have,
very
but if he
schmick.
didn't, 8,
One of
9,
two ovals that
10,
Hawthorn trained on.
11.
This
Zach Guthrie.
is the
You've
ground,
got
the exact
more
same
players
dimensions
that
as
aren't
Marvel
playing in the
Stadium,
grand
the other-
final.
The exact same
Um,
dimensions as the
well,
MCG.
that didn't play
There's
than
nothing
that
they
are.
haven't
So
thought of
yeah,
to
there you
provide
go.
for the players here
Don't have many
at the Kennedy Centre.
Don't have any main players in their team
Doesn't
this
matter who you
year,
barrack for. If you
the
get a
Cats.
chance
But
to
look
come
at
and
this.
have a look
Grind
at
Myers
he's
wins
well
out the
worth
middle.
it. He's
Hammels it off.
raised the bar. Myers
That's
is
good
raising the
footy
bar.
from the
This game
Cats.
playing up on the ball.
Jai
At the
Clark
front door of
passes
the
it off
stoppage.
to
Clark
Shannon
swings
Neal,
with
and
the
Shannon
kick
Neal needs to
Neal.
put this through if they want to have a
Strong
chance
with the
at actually
hands.
getting back into this game. Conway's a
Who's
ruck.
going to push this right to left?
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't think he would have played, but I
Can we
wanted
increase
to
the
make sure.
difficulty?
Still though, that's 13 players. And Shannon Neal, nah. After all the praise
From
I've given him
40,
for his
never
set
gave it a
shots, that
chance,
wasn't the
really.
best.
That's going to go across
Hard
the
kick,
face,
though.
and that was a pretty acrobatic attempt.
Henry
in the
has
end
been,
from Ollie Henry.
I mean, there hasn't really
free
been a
kick.
lot of action in the forline for the Cats, but he's probably been their most
Hawthorn
dangerous
play on
small.
quickly. Flynn Perez
But look at this, Hawthorn.
trying to claim that second chance.
They fixed their
Should be
kicking
dependent
woes, that's for
targets like
sure.
that coming out of
Weddle.
defence. He'll go a long way. The goal he
Lovely
kicked too was
kick.
phenomenal. Reeves, who got it
Lovely
from Scholl,
kick.
gave it to the runner Weddle. Sidewinder inside.
They're all getting
50, but he
chances
slips
here,
it onto
Hawthorn.
the
All of their
sternum
forwards. Deer, this
of
is for his
Kalshadia.
second. Lewis has kicked 2. Moore has kicked 2. Butler's kicked 2. Watson's
That
kicked
was
1.
Reminiscent of how Geelong were transitioning
Connor
the ball in
Nash,
the
who
first
else were
quarter,
goal
coast
kickers?
to coast.
Probably missed one
Butter
from
on
the
toast.
the last few minutes. I think Meek. No, not Meek. Mraz also won. So, Cole Shadir in the 13.
9
Very
games
good
last
kick.
year, dear.
No issues with that
Burst
one.
on the scene in 2024.
And they continue their flurry, the Hawks.
And
This
that
is
is
a
straight
very
through the
impressive
middle.
passage of footy for them. They've
That's
kicked
Deer's second now, 8 in a
7,
row
it
for
might even be
Hawks.
8.
Multiple goal scorers, all
Consecutive
lining up,
goals here, the
all
Hawks.
working well.
Deer is all good, mate. Yeah, there was a little bit of worry in the first quarter. I don't know where you got the information from that. Might have been through the stream, might have been through
They've
the
overcome a
broadcast.
pretty
But
slow start and a good start from Geelong.
no,
They've absolutely got this.
yeah, it doesn't seem to be
that
any issues with him at the
simulation
moment.
on
He's
terms.
playing some
Gee, love that kick. Coming into you as a forward any day of the week.
good footy right now,
Right side
kicking
of
2
him,
goals.
space, and Deer just had a step on O'Sullivan.
Margin's now 35 points. Hawthorn fans would be liking what they're seeing. A lot more than what they were seeing in the first quarter. Remember, they couldn't find a goal for the first 40 minutes of game
35
time.
points now.
Atkins for the Cats. We'll find
Edwards,
a target,
Reeves,
and that
Edwards at
will
ground
be
level. Atkins, the recipient of the hands.
Polkinghorn.
Just
Again,
sticks
not
it
very
down the
familiar with
throat
his game.
Of Polkinghorn.
How can we watch
That
the
was a
game?
good
Fox
kick
and
out in
KO.
front of
If you
stoppage.
can't watch it on those 2 platforms, if you just don't have access to it, then
Take the mark, though.
I don't really
What
know
he
if
did
there
a
are
whole lot
other
wrong was wearing it
like
pretty
other
closely.
platforms covering the game, but this
Good
might
take
be
from
the best
Polkinghorn.
choice for yourself. So if you're getting something out of this, it'd be nice if you could maybe subscribe, hit a like or something like that. But I'm
This is
sure
stop
there
a
is
run of 8
there is
in
an
a
article
row.
I put in chat earlier actually if you want to scroll up. Polkinghorn puts it through.
Polkinghorn gets underneath it a little. Carries
Yeah,
it on
you could just watch the
breeze.
stream. Mr. Snash Games is right.
They get their first
So he
and
gets his
second half
first
for
goal
Cats.
of the game. First goal for the Cats in this half, and the first goal after a streak of 7 to 8.
He has been impressive.
Not sure if
Polkinghorn.
I think
Spoke
it was
about
8,
him a
yeah.
little earlier. 44 in the 2024 draft. So just the second year at the club, but had a very
There's
good
a link
season
to
at
get a
VFL
little bit of
level,
a
strong
bit more
overhead,
coverage.
Strong in the contest.
Base, but I'm sure you're probably
Had it
aware of
all.
that.
He was the
How's
Cats'
Hawthorn
leading
doing
goal
so
scorer in
well?
the VFL. It's his first of the afternoon
I mean,
today.
look at the 2 teams. Like, on paper, I was expecting similar performance to what we've seen so far. But they've really turned it on since quarter time. The Hawks. Essentially kicking 11 goals and a half.
Donald spending some time in the middle now. Edwards does well for the second time, although Reeves,
So Reeves in the
rips
ruck
him
there
off it
brings
and gets
down...
the free.
Oh, well done, McDonald. Slips the tackle.
Donald took on Edwards, slipped over
And
the
it's
tackle.
just... Oh, I was going to say a
Play on
feeding
the
frenzy,
call.
but it's a
Now,
free
Deer
kick
slipped
against
his opponent,
Deer there.
One grab mark, but there's a free kick. And it's going to Jack Henry.
How's school been trending early on? Because I haven't really... I don't think I've asked you about it in
Well, to
your
lose his
stream
opponent
and
in
all that. Like
transition
obviously
there,
starting year
Kalshadia,
7 and all that. Is
Polkinghorn
it
in a strong lead.
any different? There'll be
Just
some
strong was
differences,
the miss
I'm
from
sure. But have you
Bodie
been
Ryan.
enjoying it? Hasn't been too difficult, I wouldn't have thought.
Two
Year
South
7's
Australian
never been
products
too
playing
difficult,
each
although
other
you
there.
think it's a massive step
Bodie
up, but it
Ryan,
really isn't.
now third year at the
In
club.
terms of at least homework and all that, there's really not much
that goal after the siren in the VFL finals last year for Box
Definitely
Hill.
enjoy your time more than anything.
Coney
Here's a
shoved
chance
out
for
of
the
it
Hawks
by
again
Reeves.
inside
Amon
50.
was clean, getting a smother in there.
And
Crucial
Dylan
time
Moore.
with Myers. Clever little
And they'll
flick
take
over
it
the
out.
back from the Wizard.
So just entering the halfway
They
mark
run
of
out
this
of tarmac.
quarter, and it's a 29-point lead to the
Driscoll and
Hawks.
Hoffman.
Goal scorers Dylan
Boundary
Moore with
throwing.
2, Cole Shadir with 2.
15 minutes played just about in this third term.
Trying to remember, I don't have it jotted down here. Nick Watson
Been
with
the
a
better
1.
side since quarter time. Cats started off the better. Reeves couldn't collaborate with McDonald. Strong in
Did
the
I say,
clinches there was Lennox Hoffman. He's done
I
some
didn't
good
say
things.
Lewis. He also has had 2 as well.
That ball going nowhere.
Are you sure
Back
it's
to
no
a
one
free
from their
kick
main
to
team?
Massimo D'Ambrosio.
Well, he's exaggerating. He's putting a little bit of May on it because obviously they've got
Lennox
players from
Hoffman
their
had
main
injury
team.
interrupted year. He was picked 66 in the 2024 draft.
But yeah, a lot of lesser-known Cats
D'Ambrosio
players in
goes
this
long.
game
They come from all angles to kill that contest.
because obviously a lot of Geelong players are playing for
Nevitt
them in
sends
the
it out,
Origin
defensive 50, kneeled. Scrimshaw just did enough.
on
The
Saturday
cross
night.
from
Why would
Henry.
you play on
The
there?
dash is always good from
Warple
Dempsey.
against his former
Just a
side
wobbler. Oh,
has
Warple
played on
to
at a
the
terrible
tackle,
spot
and that is pinged.
when they were maybe out of
And he will get
reach from the Hawks there to get a chance of a goal, and now
few of
Hawthorn just going to
those
counter-attack
from the Hawthorn
and do it well.
fans.
Look at their silky ball movement.
Nice welcome back.
Ward, McDonald.
Riding.
McDonald will find...
Kick was good to Nash. Overlap run from
Oh,
McDonald.
good stuff
Tried to
actually there
whip the
from
kick back
Nevitt.
around on the angle. Now Watson
Oh, but they're going to
received
find a
that
goal
from
here.
Butler.
They've just got too
Butler
many
wanted to do it
plays.
himself.
Deere, I
Nevitt
think
with
this
a good
time he might
tackle.
slot his
Just
third.
kick
No, he
slewing
doesn't.
off the outside of the right.
44
Strong was the
plays
fend off from
74.
Deere. Has that gone out on the full? No, just the one behind.
How long are quarters?
Hawthorn
30
extend
minutes.
Their lead. 30 points now.
Any standouts? Well, Hawthorn were very, very poor in the first quarter. But ever since it's been, well, ever since halfway the second, it's been all Hawthorn really. Connor McDonald's been busy. Newcomb, Mackenzie Ward, Ambrosi, basically the ones you'd expect. And up forward, Lewis has kicked 2. Deere has kicked 2.
Certainly giving himself every chance to
Moore
get
has
that
kicked
last
2.
spot on the list.
So the usual suspects. Sam
D'Ambrosio
Butler's kicked 2
drives
goals as
Hawthorn into
well.
attack again.
For Geelong,
Best position, best use of the body
probably
was
Ollie
O'Sullivan.
Dempsey's been the
Terrific
standout.
battle between he and Deere. You'd pay to see that for the next
He's got the
10.
ball right now. Are these guys serious? Geelong don't have 15 of the main 25. Who
Dempsey gets
are you talking
underneath
about?
one.
Are these guys serious?
Set up
What
beautifully
people are you
for Neil.
talking about?
A good run
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
going well
Lost
nicely.
opponent.
Sorry, I didn't read your message from
Made the
before.
most of riding solo for a
If you're
while.
still in chat, let me know how did. What was the most
Play on
exciting thing about
now.
the day? What did you do? What subject?
Just coming out of the sunshine into
Watson's
the
been
shade,
quiet.
Nevitt, you won't want excuses made for him, but that can
Yeah, but he's been
sometimes
basically
tricks
just playing the forward
the
lines,
eyes.
and he's getting more chances now. He was non-seen in the first quarter.
And he bowls it over
Kicked the
line.
goal at least. He's obviously threw a free kick there, but still. Newcomb again, very strong.
Newcomb, Nevitt was strong.
Warple has been
Took on
pretty
the
good as
tackle
well
there.
in the new
Newcomb
colours,
kicked a
actually,
big
I will
goal,
say that.
rightly So Mitch Nevitt makes up for the drop mark.
Mitch Nevitt as well. I've seen a few of his
claim.
highlights. Wiltshire as well for Geelong, kicked
A
the
very
goal.
strong man himself.
Been relatively
Tried to
busy,
do on.
slowed down since.
Loses that battle.
Shannon Neal with the 2 goals and a fly in the hair,
Muscle
but that
one
won't be a
inside
mark.
forward,
It'll be a free kick
50.
against.
Good fly, good claim. There's a free kick.
You didn't tip anyone to win by
Unlucky
10
Joe
points.
Pike.
Surely no one tips these sort of games, right? They're not games to tip. Oh my goodness,
Reeves.
Joel! He's taken the biggest hanger, I reckon, of the
Sends it long,
preseason.
Marbior.
So far, at least. And I'll set up another
Nice
chain.
climb. Butler through the middle. Bailey McDonald.
Perez. Not a
Sends
very
it to the
good kick,
outside.
actually, inside forward 50. Geelong will get it back.
Perez.
You didn't even go, they were playing.
This time tumbles the kick.
You got to pay a little bit
Centre
more
half forward,
attention to the
O'Connor.
AFL news, just to see what the practice matches are on.
Atkins.
Because if you didn't know they were playing today, you might not know about some of the other ones.
In the first quarter.
You might want to have a look at it later on. I'm only starting to finally realise people are coming back from school now. That I've got a few
Remember
extra
that Bailey
viewers.
McDonald goal down
Maybe.
Tassie too. His first career goal.
Polkinghorn marks it.
Dangerous ball coming inside forward 50. Well, he had one taken off him earlier.
Polkinghorn for his second here. Has he
In fact,
played a
that's
game for
Polking
Geelong? I
on
want to
again,
check.
So I was getting excited for Joe Pike, but put the binoculars up to the eyes, Sam, and you'll see that that is.
So I
Joe
really
Polking.
don't know if he has.
Has one to his name. The last goal of this contest.
No, it doesn't look like he's actually played yet. 2024 draft, he kicked 31 goals in the VFL. So he's just a developing key forward. How tall is he?
Harry
Does it
Morrison
say?
coming on for
190.
the Hawks. His first run of the afternoon.
190. Polking on for goal number 2. Looks good off the boot, and that's a goal. It's good signs.
Polkinghorn for his
Good
second.
signs. I think I fucked the scores for the Hawks
he
here.
does slot that through.
Could have had 3 as well, because he had
He's
one
been
taken
really
away from him
handy
in the first quarter, I
forward for
think, as
Geelong
well.
Today. Just a different style of forward for them.
Will I be
Henry's
streaming the
gonna get up
Wednesday?
the ground. Maybe they're
What's
looking for that
Wednesday? Is that
third
Brisbane?
potential
Yeah, I'll do
leading
Brisbane Carlton. It's on at a better time
target.
as well.
Jeremy Cameron comes back in. Shannon Neal. Maybe he's
Fix
someone they're
the
looking at as that
Hawthorn
third tall. He's going to have a spell
behind
now, though.
tally. It should be 11-7. Hopefully, Geelong can make a little bit of a mini fight back. It's not going to be
He's
easy,
having a
though.
good day.
But you never know. They started well.
In Dingley
De
today.
Koning has been playing basically all time in the ruck as well. Dempsey playing majority in the middle. Atkins, Mize rotating. So is Jai Clark. But he's been, for the most part, probably
Koning
a
back in the
little
ruck,
quiet. And Warple
taking
obviously
on
in there
Meek.
as well. Newcomb
Nash awarded the free.
finds a target almost.
Gee.
Could be a free kick though. It will be a free kick against Mullen to Sam Butler. He's already kicked 2 goals for Hawthorn. Trying to find a spot on the side this year. Should be a dinky kick. And Connor Nash, who will go again. Very easy, these little small kicks. A lot of loose targets here. And Dylan Moore to line up for goal number 3. There are a number of Geelong players in this game, and this is not a good look. AFL players are not there implementing the strategies that will be used by the AFL players. What's he talking about?
Just a 5-point lead at halftime.
Oh my goodness. Why are the Geelong players caught napping there? I know it's a match sim game that doesn't mean much, but it's not a good sign to see some of these players not take things seriously at all there. So Connor McDonald, who has been pretty busy in the middle, setting up a few passenger plays with some runs through the middle for his first goal in the number 9. Shouldn't miss, doesn't miss, kicks his first. Hawthorn up by 30. So that it was 11 goals, 8 the entire freaking time.
Back to 30 points for Hawthorn.
Idiot. Not me, the broadcaster is, not myself. I'm fine. Are you going to any of the games? Yeah, I'll be flying to Gold Coast on Wednesday. No, I'll be going to the game on Friday. I think there's a game in. There's a game in. It's a Collingwood game, and it's probably going to be a decent crowd. And it might even be difficult to actually get a spot to watch. For the SMB Richmond game, you've got to register for some reason. Who needs to be registering for a Friday morning game? Like, honestly. But no, there's a game in Bundoora, which I might go to and get some, film some stuff. Not a video or anything like that. The Hawks have 0 defence. Hardwick, Barras, Battle all missing. You should be scoring off every inside 50. Yeah, but I think it balances out with the lack of the forward line in Geelong's favour, to be honest, because they've got Polkinghorn, who hasn't played yet. Ollie Henry, who wasn't really making much of an effect into Geelong's lineup, couldn't make the squad last year. Shannon Neal, I think the only forward player apart from Close who's actually probably in their best 23. And Watson plays on, and after saying that he was quiet, he misses.
Oh, that's looking very good. Just faded.
Every time I click that, it's... They've got Neil, who's playing on a nobody. Yeah, and he's done his bit, mate. He's kicked a couple of goals.
Cats come to the broadcast or grandstand side out of defence. Head down the line. Gee, that was a nice kick.
Well, they're going inside 50 here. Let's see if your theory's right.
Just put it over the shoulder.
Oh, close. Can he get out the back? No, he
The
tries to.
wind
He
take effect of that.
can't
Swerving
convert.
kick into a dangerous
Misses.
place. Off the ground from close.
Did you mention Scrimshaw,
It's
by the
close,
way?
just to the right-hand side. 30 points again, the margin.
No, it doesn't matter if you did. If both teams had their best squad playing, Geelong would win. I don't know.
Impey had to be
No, it's
clean
hard
with
to
the
tell.
kick. It was
Probably.
McDonald.
They've got a better team on paper, though, I still think. But I who knows?
Cats have got Carlton in the community series. Almost another
Certainly
strong mark
defensively,
taken from
a
Lewis.
little
He
bit more
recovered well at
difficult for
ground level.
the Hawks.
Has runners here,
Because
there,
this
and
defense
everywhere.
from
Aim
the
on.
Cats is just
Didn't have to break stride. Did Weddle. It was like a
very
receiver
subpar. And they
putting it
still
to the
have
quarterback in
names. They still have
stride. The
names.
kick,
They've got
though,
Henry,
wasn't paid for to Newcomb,
O'Connor.
And
They've
Sullivan do enough to disguise that.
they shouldn't be this lazy.
Newcomb quickly.
I know it's a
Weddle's covered
33-degree
some
day,
terrain.
right? It's
He was
actually
in that change
34
coming
right
from
now.
half
So
back.
just
Saw
another
that
little
play
question
in.
for those coming
It's
back
on the
from
end of
school
it.
or whatnot. How did
The
you guys
Newcomb
handle the
free.
fucking heat? Was it a case of sitting under the tree in the shade, or do you think that's probably not something people do anymore? What do people do these days at lunch at school? Like, do they play sport in 34-degree heat? Do they do something else? Do they go inside? Missed. Do they do what I did when I was in year 7 and read Guinness World Record book in the library myself for 2 weeks? Like a loser.
Points now to the Hawks.
Is Smith danger? Mate, they literally were in Perth a couple of days ago. Why would they travel back so quickly to play for this game? There's no need.
Another nice fly, poking horn.
Oh,
Had a
let's
good
just
little
quickly
sit
show
over
the people
Scrimshaw.
that don't know who's even playing.
Done some good things.
Never.
Just teed it up for him with
Well
a kick
done.
out of defensive 50 on
Yeah,
Neville,
look, the
strong in
absence.
the
Look at
air.
the absence. No Dane, no Smith, Holmes, no
Mraz was
Stewart, no
coming hard
Humphreys,
the
because
other
they all
way.
played in the pre-season in the
Awkward landing,
Origin.
but a very good
Stanley
mark.
didn't play in it, but he's injured. Cameron's injured. Conway,
Calls the ball.
I'm not
Breaks traffic
sure
up
why
ahead.
he's not playing.
Lee
Manor
Henry
is
gets a good
was a
sit,
late
good
out.
run.
Collar Jasny, another
It all
defender who
opened
they
up
haven't
for
got
him,
in
he
their
did the
team.
rest.
Tyson Stengel, Jack Martin, and Zach
Three
Guthrie's
very
another
good
name I
marks
forgot
in a
about.
row.
And
Coming out of
Blixaz
defensive
plays that roll
50.
down defence as well. So they do have,
Poking horn.
I don't know if you want to call it
Nevin.
an excuse.
And then Henry.
And Henry, I didn't even see that mark. That was a solid leap. So Ollie Henry
Cats play the Suns opening round.
to get goal number
Friday
2
night.
for the Cats.
Hawthorn
I believe he
involved
was
Saturday
Chris's
afternoon
favourite player at
against
one
the
stage. Not
Giants.
sure if he is anymore, but that's a good finish. Good finish,
Henry
and
for
the
his second.
Cats
Never
just,
look like
I
missing.
don't know if you say they stay in touch. They really don't look like they've got much left in them. It looks like this might blow out a little bit more in the last quarter, but
Take
who
the
knows?
margin back to 25 points.
How many views have we got on the stream? It's
Kick
not
2-2 now, Ollie Henry.
it's not updating, so I don't know. We've got 70. How many likes have we got? 78
Hawks getting
viewers.
some work done. Geez, they might
How
run
many
out of
likes? We've got
trainers down
59.
there.
Let's get 100 likes on the
Like
stream. If we don't get
Boris up
100
with the
likes
Cats.
on the stream, I won't stream Brisbane v
One
Carlton.
trainer not working on
I'll
somebody
instead
at the
stream
moment. Butler, McKenzie.
Geogesser
Hammers
or
worked
some
on.
shit like that.
Ward's getting a quad worked on.
Kids are different, bro. They'll happily play outside in 40-degree heat if they could. Yeah, but even if it was like 22 degrees, what do
Mitch
people these
Edwards
days
in
do
the
at
ruck.
lunch at school? Primary school kids are
Dempsey
probably
spending
always
some
going to be
time
doing
in the
that,
middle.
aren't they? They just have full of energy. Probably high school kids
Free kick going to
probably just
Edwards.
walk around and cause
Andy
shit,
Commerce was good. The
chat
step
shit around
on Meek
the
from
lunch
Dempsey,
table or
gave it back
something.
to
I don't know.
Edwards. Long range effort inside forward 50. The fist came
So
up.
Cats
and up
have
the chimney.
a minute and a half to find
desperate
another
stuff from
chance at a
Poking
goal
Horn. Could have conceded
to
the
reduce the
behind,
margin
but
of
tried to slap
19
it back
points.
to
You can
keep
see
the
how hot it
player
is. There's
alive.
a soft serve
He's up with the boundary
ice
throw-in.
cream truck out there. No one's lining up. It must be very expensive,
Love
or
this
it must
time of
just be
year when we get to see players
too much of a
second,
walk
third
to go
year.
out of the shade
Haven't
to actually get an
cracked
ice
yet for a
cream.
debut and are doing
Although if there's an ice
everything
cream truck that
possible
pulls around the corner of
to try
my
and make
house, I'm
that dream
tempted.
become a reality. Poking
Very
Horn, one of
tempted.
those for the Cats. Meek too strong, but then lost a handle on it. O'Connor
You'll
finds
probably
it,
just beat
McDonald
Hawthorn
found
by
him.
10 points on Easter Monday.
that's a heavy
User just
tackle
playing
from
like dogs
Impey.
today.
Kick
Even
still
Stevie
comes into the
1 would be
corridor,
able to
though,
see it.
Scrimshaw just put a hand to it. Fired it up off the deck.
Rightio.
Morrison
Stewie's the GOAT.
harassed over the line
Don't
by
even know
Hunter
how
Holmes.
to assess that comment. I'll just leave it.
His brother won his second best and fairest last year. Apparently Nathan Buckley coached
Yeah,
him
but
in the
Geelong, they
under-12s.
typically have the wood over Hawthorn
Now
just in
Cats
general, don't
assistant.
they? On
Potentially
Easter
on the
Monday.
way further down south, Bucks.
in finals at
Ball
GMHBA.
bottled up. Polkinghorn again
Umpire
involved.
falls down.
Keen to get his hands dirty.
20 seconds. With these
Umpire down.
repeat stoppages, I doubt there will
Ball
be
on
any
the
more
deck.
action in this
Several
quarter.
players too.
Which is shit about the no time on. If you just got repeat stoppage after repeat
It's going
stoppage,
nowhere.
that's just
The umpire gives himself
chews
a
up
hug,
the
and he
game.
probably deserves one after hitting the deck.
7 seconds in the quarter. I heavily doubt it. McDonald kicks it high to
Beat
nowhere.
nicely down, up the
And that's
chimney
the
from
quarter.
McDonald. Same
So
from Scrimshaw with the fist, and there's the
it's
siren to end
the
third
game's
term.
gotten more entertaining as it's progressed. To be honest, there's been
Hawks dominated the early
more
going of it,
moments
but Geelong fought back
in the
into it.
game. First
couple in
quarter,
a row,
first
three
part of
for
that
the
quarter, we had a
quarter.
couple of goals from Mitch
5
Lewis, and
goal
it
to 3 quarter in
it
favour
opened
of
up for
Hawthorn.
Geelong. They had a few chances as well, but it's probably an expected
They've got a
result at the
25
moment.
point
My
lead
head
heading into the final
phone's going to
change.
take off for now because I kind of hurting my ears. Yeah, well, if you guys don't want to stream GGS or some bullshit on Wednesday 5 o'clock, then you guys need to like up the stream. I can't see what it's at though. Unfortunately, it's not letting me show. Is this right now? Yeah, mate. Yeah. Yes, it's right now. I know it is a bit weird of a time, but it's not like I'll be streaming a game on delay. I don't think that's ever been done before. Nobody expected Hawthorn to win today. Well, I think most people did, to be honest.
You've all represented your clubs.
Why, if AFL had games? What if AFL had games in Vegas?
You will be representing
Well, I wouldn't go to Vegas to host a game. They'd probably play it somewhere else. I reckon LA would be my shout. I think they should definitely consider having footy in America, because who's that guy that I forgot his name. I know he's American and he's actually helping to grow the game a little bit, actually, probably in the States as well, getting quite a lot of attention. I forgot the guy's name, but I'm sure someone knows of him. Oh, there we go, Pacaliano. Literally the first thing I see on my feed. He's just got a bit of a longer name, but that guy wants to see them play games in the States. So maybe it'll help the cause. I don't know. But I was saying something about playing in India. Fuck playing in India just because I got the venues for it. Where are you watching on? I'm watching on KO and Fox. Yeah, well, I don't know if they're actually going to go to India, but they've been talking about. We can actually have a little look about that, about all that. AFL India. Because I haven't actually read any articles. I just have seen a couple of little posts. So Dylan will travel. So he probably would have already done that. Obviously, he went to India as the league continues to push to establish a foothold in one of the world's largest and fastest growing. I just don't think the Indians are going to care enough. Kind of like with China, I just think they're already engulfed in the whole cricket culture. It's just going to be too hard for them to step out of that. So yeah, way too familiar with cricket already. But what's this whole article even telling us here? There's been significant growth. People playing Aussie rules in India jumps from 150 across the country to more than 20,000.
Welcome to Ashfield Place.
Yeah, I wonder how many of them are actually Aussies living in India,
What's
though.
the deal with that old Victorian house? It's haunted as hell.
Collingwood selected next generation player Jai succeeded to make him the second player full Indian who usually drafted. Who was the first?
A girl from the
Didn't even
suburbs
know that.
disappears into thin air? I think we should investigate.
He doesn't look like he was born in India, though, does he?
We're walking into an unliked house. Yep, I just peed a little.
But it's not
I don't think he was. He just has two parents from India, so that's not,
Oh no. What's
it's not as impressive.
One of us is the murderer.
There's not enough support behind it. It would fall a year over. And
Just the best.
yeah, how much money are they going to try to put into this to have it actually be halfway successful? Because it doesn't want to. You don't want to end up being like a China game.
Showcase or watch on demand.
So I think the two teams that might be keen are Richmond and the Giants, but there really hasn't been a lot apart from a couple of articles. So I don't know. I don't think it'll be game there anytime soon. Maybe. I like the idea of them growing internationally, trying to at least play games in other countries. I'd rather than play games in like USA than play games in Bunbury. To be perfectly honest. What's the chat saying? Do you like the new 2026 rule? I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the last touch rule. No issues with that. You know, people think it's a bigger issue than what it actually is, a bigger change, I should say. But honestly, it makes the it just eliminates any uncertainty with the deliberate stuff. So it just makes it a little bit easier for the umpires and more actual game time, I guess, more actual footy being played, less stoppages, I would have thought. So yeah, not bad. But I haven't really seen heaps of it into play in this game, more in the Origin, and then the centre bounce rule being removed, whatever. I don't care that much. The new ruck rule as well. Yeah, again, they're probably going to be overall positives heading into the year. Where do you watch it? KO, Fox. They're the only places. If you think that this is going to be free to wear for whatever reason, it's just not. Should it be? I don't know. Probably. It's just not feasible to have this sort of stuff in free to wear. Thoughts on Sinclair and Wilkie as a new captain? Is that literally that would have been just announced?
I honestly
Fuck yeah. Oh, that was announced an hour ago, so not really just announced.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know they were going to go with co-captains. I thought it was just going to be Wilkie, to be honest. But hey,
Shane was coming onto you
I don't know. I really don't know about co-captains personally. I feel like you just have one captain, just pass it on to one player. But Wilkie's, yeah, very good choice, and I like Sinclair as well. So I think that'll only lead us, hopefully, in a better spot with a couple more proper leaders.
Is this totally necessary?
Who have
Oh, me.
It's good to see that 5 of the 6 players as well that we've adopted for the leadership group all are inaugural Saints. They've got one club Saints players as well. It's good to see.
Are you here for
I just like that a little bit more, as opposed to adopting a captain that used to play for another club. Someone said that the volume is too loud. I can barely hear you. That might be true. I don't know. I don't even know how loud the volume is. I'll check on the stream. 3 hours ago. Yeah, well, I've been not on Instagram the last 2.5 hours, so it would have just happened. But I'm a fan of that.
Is that the priest? I wonder if he's wearing any factor.
How loud is it? Well, Brisbane have 3. Sydney, you know, Sydney have had 15 captains in the last 20 years. They're obsessed with co-captains themselves. Some teams only had 3 in the last 20 years. Like Geelong, they don't really change their captains very often. Like Sel was captain for like 10 years. Giants, Cicero, co-captain. Brisbane have 3. Have they also announced new co-captains? Because I know of Harris Andrews. Who are the Brisbane captains for this year? I'll have a look. I think there is a bit of an extended break in play, purely due to the fact that the heat's probably a factor, and the fact that we've probably been here for at least 5 minutes. So obviously Neil gone. We don't need to go into why. Let's actually see. Josh Dunkley and Hugh McCluggage. Very a surprise to me. Not so much McCluggage, but I didn't know Dunkley being one that I'd call captain worthy. But that's just, you know, what do I know? I'm not in the freaking I'm not in the 4 walls of the club, so I don't know. Oh, look at Maguire. He is also. Look, Eddie Maguire says Nick Dacos was robbed of the E.J. Wood medal, with the former Colin Prince joking he's going to bring his own medal. He's not wrong at all, though. All right, anyways, we're back. That break just about snuck up on me there. All right, we're back for the last quarter. 15. What are we at? 20. What's happening here? Look at this. This could be one of the better goals that you'll see in preseason. Wowee. Jarman Impey, straight off the bat, running bounces through the middle of the ground and strolls into an easy goal. Far out. Impey grabs it in the middle
And yeah, I was going to say, why is he wearing number 12? But why is Impey wearing number 12? What the hell? Yeah, Hawthorn are going to win this game by like 40 odd points, I reckon. But who cares? I don't give a shit that the game's not close. It's not a final. G'day, Chris. I might actually need to get your microphone stick, head, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe even today. Just go and pick it up, because if I don't do it in the next couple of days, I'm going to forget. And I'll probably want it by Friday. Lock it. That's if you're still keen on that. If you want me to pay for it, just let me know. Lockie Ash was good, to be fair, but probably not even top 5 in the grand. Look, he definitely played well, and I'm probably only just reading it based off stats, which I shouldn't be doing. I should be taking more notice of how influential players are, and he made a lot of runs, but I just didn't think he was near the top 3. I just thought you could have had a number of players ahead of him, but whatever. It doesn't make much of a difference. Who's your favourite current Crows player? I like the values that Isaac Rankin holds as a player. No. I'll obviously enjoy watching him play, but I can't pick him for that reason. I would say, I'd almost say like Thilthorpe, to be honest. He's just so fun to watch in the forward line. And there you go. Cats respond with a goal, and Tom Atkins. And it's kind of like what the margin was like for the Origin game, floating around 20 points, 20 odd points, 24 points. What do we think of the scoreboard, though? Like, forget about the fact that I've messed it up and I've got Geelong as the home team. I know this is the same one I used for Origin, but I think it's the nicest looking one I've ever done. I'd hope it is, because it's definitely a lot more elements in Photoshop that I've put on to actually having this all designed. So it's actually going to be more difficult every time I want to change it. Hawthorn are missing Will Day. I wish he didn't get injured. Hawthorn aren't just missing Will Day. But what Impey is actually currently doing, he's making it seem as if though Will Day is playing with the number 12. Dempsey gets another inside 50. He is, why is he not if Andy Munro's still watching, which he's probably right now on a tractor at a farm, why is he not a consideration for fantasy? Why wouldn't he be? Is Merritt playing for the Hawks? You'd only wish, mate. If Merritt was in this game right now, well, actually he wouldn't be, because he'd be playing Origin regardless. But yeah, if he was in this, he'd probably make Hawthorn a 2 or 3 hour better team in this game. I'd like to see a bit of a mini fight back from the Cats. It could make things a bit more interesting. Oh, terrible handball. Sold Holmes. What? The fuck are they talking about? Oh, Hunter Holmes. Yeah, alright. I'm like, Max Holmes is not playing. Nice. Aiden Schubert for the Hawks. Pick 23 he was for the Hawthorn in 2025 draft. And those are some nice hands. You know, I appreciate men with nice hands. How's the game been? It's not been as bad as people have been making out to be. It was very hard to watch in the first quarter. And what a goal. Nice kick. Accurate. In the wind. Or against the wind. Puts it through, and the Hawks get out to a 31-point lead. Missed the old one, nostalgia. The old one changes every year, though. Which old one? Are you talking about last year or the one in 2020? 2021. Forgot what that one looked like, actually. Atkins is a gun. Yeah, Atkins is very underrated. Still think he goes under the radar. Probably Geelong's in their top 5 plays. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not, but I don't know. He's definitely under the radar of a player. I'd almost throw... I think Ollie Dempsey will be a top 3 Geelong player in 2026. I really enjoy him, watching him play. Look at it. He just steals it and gets it and gets Geelong going. Lennox Hotman, the Switzerland bloke, the former Swiss. Well, not really former, still is. Born there at least. Newcomb, well done. Not much O'Connor could do there, but that's going to go out of bounds, which means it should be a free kick to Geelong. That'll normally be a missed kick that wasn't intended to be deliberate. Definitely and a sufficient intended keeping it in, but just a shitty skill error kick. Bounces over the boundary line in that area. It's going to be a free kick to the opposition. We do more commentary this season and still stick with more chat talk. I've noticed it can definitely help view more commentary. We'll see what works, I guess, throughout the whole the live streams. We'll see what works best. If I'm just reading the chat and the chat's full of a lot of crap, that I don't think is going to help my cause of getting the streams being enjoyable, because I'm just sort of spurring off the garbage. But if I'm actively watching and enjoying myself and commentating and providing updates, so probably that's what the whole point of watch-alongs is. So, yep. Yeah, mixture, but definitely probably a little bit more commentary, I guess. I'm not a commentator, though. I just watch what I see and I'll critique. Did you get rid of your old goal? So, well, I'm going to do a new one. And what I can do with the new one, I can have it on the bottom of the screen. On the little black bar at the bottom. Any chance you could put the commentary volume up? I thought it was too loud, someone said. I can turn it up a little bit, but not too loud. I don't want it too loud, but that's why I'm going to do. I'm going to have the commentary for the streams in the background, so there's less dead space as Henry takes a strong mark. But not just for that either. It's so people that haven't got the opportunity to listen or watch can listen to at least a little bit in the background. It's still something. Probably why you asked. For the last touch rule, will that count as an actual free kick or just count as a turnover? I don't think it counts as a free kick. I'd say it counts as a turnover. It shouldn't count as a free kick, but I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I'm going to say not. You have to ask the AFL officials as Henry misses to the left. So he's had a few shots on goal. Couldn't execute as much as he'd want to.
Scrimshaw sends it to the outer side. That'll find the target in McDonald. Here's Perez. Always looks to go forward. Riding. Didn't give it to Perez. Maybe should have. Dempsey rolled him in a good tackle and was rewarded for it.
Do you reckon Polkinghorne could play round one? Go time if Cameron doesn't. There you go. Look, as I say, on it, he just knows when to come about. On cue there, takes another strong contested mark, and he's already kicked two.
Pick 44 in the 2024 draft, so they just continue to find them, don't they? Late in the draft.
This guy looks really good, and he was pick 44, which pisses me off as a St Kilda fan. And they just find all these gems every year. How much do you think it'll sell for? What's this? Logan Paul has a Pokemon on auction right now going for 13 million. I don't know anything about Pokemon to know how much those cards would be worth, but it's probably going to be sold for a lot more because it's a Logan Paul owned card. 13 million though, that's fucking ludicrous. Who's paying 13 million for a Pokemon card? So Polkinghorne boots home his third, and I think he's maybe eyeing on an early round one debut if maybe Jeremy Cameron isn't fit. We'll see about that. If Cameron doesn't play, could Henry and Polkinghorne play in the same team though in round one? That's another possibility. I don't know. They've got a stacked four-line though, the Cats.
It's been an intriguing midfield battle, hasn't it? I mean, clearly the story out of the pre-season has been around Will Day and how Hawthorn can replace him because the reality is he's not going to be.
Yeah, so don't feed Studio the Goats trolls. I figured that out 45 minutes ago. So he can talk what he wants, but I'm not taking it.
The vibe has been around Connor McDonald. He's trained there all
Yeah, any seriously at all.
today, but Josh Ward's been the standout mid for me.
Again! Oh, almost. Couldn't mark it. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets another one or two, to be honest. You've solved the puzzle. I just responded to that comment. I don't know why it's at $13 million though, and I don't really know how much it's going to go for. Probably more, maybe 20 million. If it's already at 13. But there's no guarantee that it'll go up any more in price just because there's 27 minutes left. And why would anyone want to pay more than 13 million? I don't know anything about the card. So Aiden Schubert, another promising key forward who was recently drafted in the 2025 draft. He's another player who he looked solid, at least in the last play that he had. Took a strong mark and took a good goal. And that guy in the camp chair probably got sunburnt now, sitting there in the sun for that long. Schubert from the other spot, 50 out, stutter kick. And that's going to go through for a goal maybe. Watson, no. I don't like how it's freezing the screen doing that. Any chance you can screen share for the last 10 minutes? No. I can't do that. And I won't be doing that, even if I was allowed to do it. Well, if I was allowed to do it, I would have the screen. To be fair, I would have the game on the screen, but not obviously allowed. I like NRL more than AFL, but I go for Geelong. It's good to see someone like that in the chat. You know, how did you come about AFL? Or were you always a fan of AFL, just like rugby more? Schubert again. Look at that kid in the wizard hat. Should go and line up for goal number 2. Should have been a free there. Wonder who's behind this account. Studi Goat account. Trying to act like Studi. Oh, he's hit the post.
Still, another exciting prospect. When you talk about
who will win the Prem?
It sort of feels like
the Premiership or the Premier League?
Because I think Hawthorn just assumed that they and Hawthorn fans.
I'm not making any like assumptions before I watch all the teams have their 2 preseason hit out, so I can get more of an idea. Neil Marks, Neil and Polkinghorn have both been key pillars in that forward line for the Cats. Grand final. Well, I still think Brisbane for the 3-peat looks pretty on, to be honest. I think that's probably going to happen. Well, I don't think it's probably going to happen because the chances are it's going to be who knows, but I think that's what's going to happen. The chances are less than 50% for them to go win again, statistically. And I think he's kicked the goal he has. So Shannon Neal puts it through. This has actually become a half high scoring game after a pretty low quality, skilled, low scoring first quarter. Technically, yeah, you could still win this game, but the problem is there's no time on, so it makes it a bit more difficult.
Well, Josh, I know that you're filing today, so mate, thanks for being with us. Any other news to come out of Origin as well? We've got a couple of injuries.
Who did you have number 1 on your ladder? If you watch the early predictions, Brisbane. Neil is going to be a massive. Neil, Shannon Neal. Lockie Neal, what do you get? Shannon Neal is going to have a 50-plus goal season, mate.
Well, everyone's just waiting to hear a bit more around Jacob Wiedering. Sam Taylor is the other one, and it's because of the.
Although I'm forgetting that. I seriously, almost for a second, forgot completely about Jeremy Cameron, which you shouldn't forget about. He's literally a Coleman Medal winner. Almost kicked 100 last year. You can't undispute that talent. There's another poster for the Hawks. Probably means that it keeps the Cats in the game just that little bit. One more goal will make things a little bit out of reach, I would have thought. Not like it matters, the result. Maybe it does to some. What's the like count at? Remember, 100 likes, 74. It's hard when I can't see it, so I don't know what it's at. All right, Pike. Not the very best kick. But if they can lock it in, who knows? They don't lock it in. Good tackle. That should be ball. Was that Henry? It is Henry, and he kicked the goal. Snaps it in, and margin's now cut to 14 points. Rightio. Or 15 points, because they've still messed up with the scores. On KO, they do this so often on the match sims. Ollie Henry, well, didn't he because of the abundance of talent in Geelong's forward line, he just couldn't get a spot. But he had a pretty solid VFL year, I know that. Still played a few games for them. Wouldn't mind hearing Lockie's thoughts, though. Did you see that missed free about 2 minutes ago? Yeah, the Henry one. I think that's the one you're talking about. Well, if you can get another goal in the next 3 minutes, you'll probably go into that win mode, and it'll start to become an actual like really intense battle in the last 10 minutes, because both sides are going to want to make sure that they do the best that they can to get the win. Hawthorn, obviously in this position right now, should win it. 15 points up. You've done quite well to actually only be within 15 points. Especially with how badly you've defended at times and just not been disciplined. Look at this. Hawthorn, though, are out again. It could be a goal. McDonald, 50 out. Will be a mark. It might be the game if he kicks this, whoever it is. Sam Butler for his third. Only seen us miss the finals like 5 times. Yeah, you don't have to rub it in, mate. And isn't it longer than that? Or isn't it like more impressive that it's only been like twice in the last 21 or 22? Hawthorn are doing all that they can to just keep the Cats just alive. Keep the door ajar. It still says 14-13. No, it's not, though. It's 14-14.
Lead is 16 points. Just over 10 minutes.
I know, it's funny that they've all been posters. I think they've had 5 already in this game.
Atkins couldn't spin out of McDonald tackle. In fact, he did hold it for a while and play was allowed to go on.
11 minutes remaining. I watched the first quarter and the Hawks were getting cooked. Then I come back and... yeah, they turn things around. Maybe Sam Mitchell's like, look, what is this? First quarter Blues. Expect you guys to... oh, another poster. There's no chance. That's 4 in a row. Has that ever happened? I don't know if that's ever happened. Like, in one pasture play. Or not pasture play, but in one sequence during a game. For one team. 14-15.
He's just gradually got better as he's worked his way into this game today. McDonald views.
Mate, they may as well make it a 5-peat here. They've already done a 4-peat of posters.
Ryan puts the slows.
And again, it's that left goalpost. Once again, keeps Geelong alive just that little bit longer.
Porra ball it up. Nash went a little underground handball. It was good. Ward
McDonald.
will get it back from Morrison. Gives it to the runner McDonald. He says,
maybe there's like a magnet in the ball. That's just drawing the post into the footy, perhaps. Cats are a chance here. Dempsey. Hunter Holmes. And that'll do enough to go over the back of both of the plays there, but it's going to come back to Hawthorn. Dingle's a shit. Yeah, Dingley's a bit of a shithole. I'm semi-surprised you didn't actually make the trip, in a way, because you don't live ridiculously far away from Dingley. What a fly. That has to be a free kick against. Has to be. No, it's not controversial. I think you guys could lose by a lot in the first round. You guys could lose by a lot because it's happened before, but I wouldn't put my money on it at all. I'd say it'd be more like 30 points. Shannon Neal, who's at the back? Oh, it's bounced through. How lucky is that for Geelong? The Hawks can't buy their shots to convert for goals, but Geelong are getting these really lucky bounces. Neal's kicked 4 goals. And it's game on here. This will be a bit interesting then. This is like, they're going to treat this like an actual game. Last 8 minutes, it's going to become what already is relatively close now. Good comeback here from Geelong. 88-99. Remember, the counter stops at 30 minutes. So there's 8 minutes to go and there's no time on either. Suns away in their prime. We have the Suns away in 3 days. Attendance is mandatory though. You can guarantee that game will be high scoring though. It might actually be a real high scoring season. Like obviously Origin, you'd expect it to be high scoring with the best players in the league, but this game has become that in a way itself. They haven't. Who's the intern that's doing the scores for KO? They're just not doing enough. They're not putting in the hard yards, are they? Free kick, Geelong. I think that was high. So the Cats going to be careful here. They don't do anything too cute with their kicks. Just make sure you find the right passes. And that is not good. That's a turnover. Still not game yet. Goal of the year if they count. I wouldn't call that goal of the year, mate. It might be a contender for the best goal of the game. I still think the best goal was the Nash goal from 45 where he snapped it. It's not something you see from a player like that very often. I don't even know why he went for it. Wouldn't surprise me if Hawthorn parked the bus to create this scenario. Need to work on their game saving. Well, they don't need to park the bus now, I don't think. If this is a poster, there's something fucking weird with that ground in Dingley. Like, honestly, they've got to, like, completely replace the posts or something. But it shouldn't be from 15 out. Hunter Holmes has had a shocker. Well, is Max Holmes his brother? Is it just a coincidence? Oh, really wanted it to hit the post there. It was actually quite close. So that'll be it. Ramsden kicks his first goal.
First of the afternoon for Ramsden. It's their third of the quarter. And a fantastic turnout too.
I'm not sure why there are kids at the game. I'm not going to lie, but why the hell are there kids at the game? Unless there's like a curriculum day or something, then they shouldn't be taking days off school for fucking match sim games. I'm not going to lie. Maybe if you're like in year 3, it's not that important, but even then. Just looked up where Dingley has never heard it. Well, I understand why he wouldn't have heard of it. It's not really in a very prime location. More towards like the southeast. So I'm more familiar with it. I've been there before. The only reason they're actually even having a spot here is just because it was probably cheaper and there's a lot of land. But it's not a very ideal location, I wouldn't have thought. They could have just come after. I don't know why they'd bother. I don't know why they'd bother. Especially like in Dingley as well. They'd have to be local to Dingley. So maybe you could be right, but Not too sure with that. Nick Watson, I think that is. Yep. Starting to run away with it a little bit here. Dingley's like my local match sim ground. Well, in a way, it is actually. Is that it might be closer to RSA? I think it is. Not to Frankston though, but they don't play. Where are they? There's again. There's a game in Bandura which I find really random because no teams train there, do they? Unless that's where the Pies train now, but they don't train there anymore. Anyways, they train at Olympic, don't they? There you go. Nick Watson with another. 16, 15, 111. Not a bad scoreline. That's something I want to see from the Saints this year. More high scoring scorelines for us. Like we have only scored like 100 points 3 times last year, maybe 4. Nowhere near enough of what I want to see. I want to see like at least 7 or 8. I don't live in Frankston. Fuck that. I know Frankston gets a bad rep, and it was fine when I was there for the stream, the overnight. To be honest, it was quite actually empty there. There was not much going on, but fuck living there. It's too far away from everything. 100% lines make the granny again. This Neil thing won't. I don't think if that's why people think they'll fall out the top 4. I don't think that's they're a different side to maybe what they were 3 years ago. They're a lot more mature. They'll find a way, no matter what. Cats go inside 50 again. They got 2.5 minutes. Mark, I can't see that is because of the shit angle. It's actually Jack Henry. What's the reason behind him being up there in the 4 line? What's Chris Scott trying to do there? On the Wednesday when I'm in Melbourne, I'm thinking about getting when you're in Melbourne? What are you doing in Melbourne? Could be a concert. It's a goal. Jack Henry puts it through. So 14, 10, 94. Plays 16, 15, 111. A lot of scoring chances for both teams in this game. It has to be said. If Max King stays, I can't see him scoring 55 goals this season, though, unfortunately. I don't think he's going to be playing enough to even get to that stage. When I'm in Melbourne, I'm thinking about getting a train to Frankston. Someone that grew up in Elizabeth, I want to see that sound for myself. I mean, you waste your morning doing that if you want. And get one of the local junkies to show you around. Maybe some homeless guy sitting outside that 7-Eleven. Of course you say that, Lockie. I don't think so. But it's been a decent performance from Geelong overall, things considered. I think both sides will take their count their lucky stars in a way, because in all honesty, no injuries, so no real concerns. I think that's the main problem that the fans out of these match sim and practice games worry about, the injuries. Could the Cats get to 100 here? Maybe. Yes, he's fucking not a bad player. He's just injury prone. That's all it's all why people give him shit. But for the most part, when he's on, he's a top 10 key forward in the league. I'm not even trying to undersell that or oversell that either. What do you think of the wildcard round? What do I think of the wildcard round? I think it'll be all right. But it might have come a bit too soon, though. They should have waited for 20 teams, but I'm not as annoyed about it as a lot of other people are. I think I'll come to get used to it. There'll be more important games on later in the season, more teams with a chance. Anyways, that's the game. 111 plays 94. And the Hawks get the first match sim win of the preseason. Not the worst game. Honestly, I actually kind of enjoyed that. It was worth my time. Time well spent, because ultimately I probably still would have watched the game anyways. Geelong will probably lose a semi or something. Hard to come back from a grand final loss.
Yeah, but is it just a mental thing though? Is that the only reason why it's hard to come back from a grand final loss? Geelong are a well drilled, well oiled side, and they're always up the top. But I don't think they'll finish top 4. The Cats could be controversial. Cats and Hawks are a lock to be in the top. No, they're not. Neither side are locks. I don't have either side in my top 4. But Hawthorn, yeah, like we'll just see how the season goes for them, I guess. But a solid performance from the Hawks, especially in the middle stage of that game. But they probably could work on their kicking, at least for goal. Stop hitting that goalpost. What's on tonight? What's on for tonight? Well, I know there's a barbecue later tonight, which I'm looking forward to. I think it's probably because of my sister's birthday. What is that ad? Is anyone else getting that hard rated ad? It looks like a bloody asshole. Because it is. Ass cheeks. Yeah, well, that'll be that later on, but that's later in the day, I guess. I think the main thing is finish this stream, and I don't know if I've got anything to clip up from this game. I was thinking if I had anything worthy of clipping up that I could post, because I've got to start doing that for every game if I can, but there wasn't much. Yeah, and how am I going to find... How am I going to find the match replay as well? So maybe I won't bother with that, but yeah, just finish the script that I have working on and then film as soon as I can. What I'm not saying, we're no chance either. I'm just saying I think there are better teams in it this year. Yeah, I think Brisbane, Gold Coast, I think Sydney ahead of you. But who knows? I just have that gut feeling. It could be St Kilda. It could be Adelaide again. A bye every week will be cooked for Supercoach. Well, maybe that'll be better because there won't be any buys at the start of the year and middle of the year like every other year. So it might actually end up being a better thing. 2026 ladder prediction is tough. Every year it's tough. Every single year it's tough. This year there are no exceptions, but you don't feel as guilty having teams outside the 8 because of the wild card stuff now. Which that's actually one benefit from it if there's anything. 13 teams winning 11 more games. Jeez, it'd be a massive fall off then after 13th. It's possible, but you'd have like 14th and below, like winning 8, 9 games max. I should wrap the stream up. I'm just seeing what the comments are. Did they even record the Geelong one? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hope both teams miss the finals, but won't happen. Yeah, I'd rather not see these two sides in the finals, but for the sake of the game, the AFL would like these both sides to be probably finding it like deep into September. They should do something with Victoria. Like, no, they don't need to do that. No need. Do a weekly preview of preseason each week and in regular season. I could do it. I don't know if I'm cut out for that, to be honest. I don't know if that's just... I'd have to like do it in my own way, to be honest, to suit my my content style and my audience. It'd be like a stream though. Yeah, it'd be some sort of a stream. And maybe if I have like the time. I don't mind that idea, but I've got other things I've probably got to worry about before that. Sorry, just getting... I said Hawks fan, I wasn't convinced by that performance. Well, the start particularly, but your skills got better as the game went on. I'd like to hear fans' thoughts and opinions from that performance actually overall as well, if there are any. My big call is Essendon's finishing last. I don't think that's going to happen. Shit would really have to hit the wall again for Essendon to have that close to happening. Why does everyone have Sydney so high up? No, it's... Well, Kerno's obviously a reason, but I think they're going to have a strong start, easy start. Injury run isn't as bad as it was last year, and I think they normally rebound after a slow start of a slow season from a bad... Like, from a grand final loss,
they have a shit season the year after, but then they normally rebound the year after that. Like 2022, they made the grand final. There's a bit of a trend from the Swans. I don't know. I think they'll be all right. Lockie still has the Crows up there, which they can well and truly still make it, but I think there might be that drop off. Pretty good game at the end, actually. I thought it was a pretty good game at the end as well. I'm still reading these comments. G'day, Razor. As they say, this is a practice match, so Geelong's still looking at first. Of course, Lockie will agree with you on that. 22 months for J. Tomo. Thank you. Lockie Ash best on ground. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do a medal ceremony afterwards and just give it to him. Flew him down just for that. The AFL should do something with Vic like they would. I've read that before. I think you put that in again. I don't think they should though. If Jezza doesn't play for the first few weeks, I'm okay with that. You don't want to rush him. No, I wouldn't rush him. I don't think he plays opening round and maybe not even round 1. Who do the Cats have round 1? They've got Freo, I think. Might be wrong. I know they had Freo last year. I forgot who they had this year though. Essendon, Richmond and Collingwood Giants are playing in the morning on Friday. Yeah, you sport for choice. Could be at that maybe at that Collingwood game, I'm not sure. Lockie says the Cats have only gotten better this year and we made a granny last year, so let's be honest, if you have us out the 4, you're an idiot. Well, you said the same thing when you guys ended up finishing like 12th when it was the same scenario. You lost. No, you actually won a granny in 2022. So I didn't get any worse. Not great, but for me, I'm not too bothered. I think we'll be fine. Did you see that? Did you see the aunt in the Origin game? Oh, Warner. He had more impact for possessions. Well, obviously, I saw him play in the game. He had a quieter second half, but still did okay. Is it me or should the AFL do something big because it's the World Cup next? Why would the AFL have anything to do with the World Cup though? Like, what can the AFL really do? Like, they might make some references to it, but what are they really going to be doing? Is that why Conway isn't playing? That would be my only guess, right? Why they wouldn't select him. He must be unfit or he must be injured. Alright, well, I think that's all the comments there then. Wanganeen, Blakey, Dacos, Mullen, Mullen. What's this? Is that your All-Australian prediction? Oh, it's your fantasy team. Without knowing price of each player, I can't critique it as much as I'd want to. But I don't know why you have Jeremy Cameron in there or Riccardi. In fact, I don't know why you have Hart. Why is Fritsch there? That's not how fantasy works. You don't have those type of players in there. I think I got us 6, just depending on if our players are hungry. I think that's a bullshit term. Hungry enough. Players would certainly be hungry after a loss in a grand final. I don't think there's any more hunger than that. Bit of revenge. But will that happen? I think Geelong go undefeated in finals and win the granny by 105 against the Suns. So you've got respect for the Suns though, that they made the actual grand final. Geelong could have landed Curnow and or Marshall, but wouldn't pay up. Well, yeah, they wouldn't pay up. Simple as that. They didn't have much capital to pay up for Curnow. They could have gotten Marshall. Would only trade if they win the deal. Never interested in a win-win trade. Cost them a flag years ago, not. What year did they cost them a flag? I mean, Geelong haven't had a proper ruckman, I don't reckon. Like, you can't really consider Stanley as a proper ruckman. When was the last time they had like a solid... Like, was Brad Otten's the last one? That was considered like of a really high quality. You're right on that though. Like, the Cats, they picked up Warple, but he's not going to be that. I don't think he's going to be that much of an provide as much of an impact as a player like obviously Curnow or Marshall. Andrew Mackie made a big mistake not getting Marshall.
Well, I'm fucking glad that he did make that mistake because, I mean, I'm happy that he's staying, and I think he'll be invaluable at the Saints alongside Tom de Koning.
Uses the left, uses Dacos. He had merit, but he was hunted down. Caught unawares, great run. And it came from Georgiades unexpectedly.
All right, I'm going to wrap the stream up. I'm just sort of dragging it out now. Cheers for watching. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Even if we didn't get the 100 likes, who cares? Well, I mean, I care a little bit, but I don't care as much as I may have used to care for these sort of streams. How many people do we actually have in? We have 55 in. So overall, a decent stream, and we'll get some better numbers in, I feel, on a Thursday. And I'm going to be... Oh, should I hide you for that? FEWZ. Yeah, you know what? I will hide you for that. Because you do it on all my streams, and it's getting sick and tiring. So yeah, fuck you, mate. All right, cheers for watching. I'll see you in the next one.